G superpower? No, nothing.
Hmm.
I was being
So
good.
she wants to know, Carol, what are you
I
doing
know.
now?
I heard. Oh, I wasn't
Oh,
good. I just had a question. It was an innocent question.
I mean, you got Uncle Bandit.
Yeah, Uncle Bam, it's my uncle. Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's the like that's the same thing with my son. Like they have those shirts with best brother in the world, and my son is melanated,
Mhm.
and I'm like walking as his vanilla mama, and I don't. It has like two contexts, so I'm like, well, he is to me, but
hmm.
it's just you just never know people from the outside looking in
Yeah.
inside chats how they might take it. I don't want to ever be disrespectful. Like
Hmm.
when Malachi was little, I did a whole animal theme in his room, and I had put giraffes because the giraffes were significant. Because when I was praying over having foster children, I was like, well, what should I decorate the room with? And the Lord gave me giraffes, and I was like, you know, why God? And he's like, because giraffes are one of those animals that the very birth of them is traumatic, and yet they live on. They have a 6 foot drop
Mhm.
from their mama
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
live on. They stand up and they have a life. He's like, and
Right.
these children, through you and your husband, no matter what they go through, they will have a life. And I'm like, okay, drafts it is. Well, that
Hmm.
was when they had all the different animals.
Mhm.
And so I had things with monkeys on it. And I remember being in a restaurant, and my son had all the different animals, and I didn't give it a thought at the time. And he had a little, like a monkey thing for a bib, and he
Mhm.
had it on. And that police officer is so huge. He's a very handsome man, but he was melanated, and he looked at me, he looked at my son, and he looked at that bib, and I read his eyes. I was like,
Mm.
understood, understood. And so I just discarded every monkey item that my son had. And I just didn't feel comfortable. I did not feel comfortable putting any monkeys on my son because I never wanted
Hmm.
that look coming at me again
Right.
from the Black community. And
Hmm.
um, then there was a lady at church, and she's also vanilla, and she had her melanated child in something like that. And I said, I don't trust my son in anything like that anymore. And I told her the story, and she goes, oh, that's just silly. And I said, okay. Years later, I hear about how her kids are like drug addicted on the street, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, obviously you just missed a few things because I took it like, oh, I'm dumb. Like I thought I was trying to tune in and
Mhm.
be sensitive, but not overly sensitive, but be sensitive to
Hmm.
things
Hmm.
that have caused bruising on people's spirits. Like I never want to be responsible for bruising somebody or
Yeah.
opening wounds that are
Right.
there. So yeah, I yeah. So I'm always asking questions because I don't want to do that. I don't want to offend anybody really. I really don't want to offend
Hmm.
anybody. Unless you're a troll, then you're going to get hammered. If you're a troll, that's
Well, if
different.
you want to make me feel better, you
Uh,
can bring me some of the mango trees from down there to here.
hey, 93 Stang, thanks for
I was
coming
just
in.
I was just checking on my mango trees. How are yours doing after all this? Like,
He's still looking. I don't know what. She's still looking good.
good. Yeah, they like a little stormy weather. They're used to it down here. They like
Everything's
it.
still green and looking prosperous. Just
Oh,
ain't got no food on
send
it.
some of it up here to fill my pond and green my grass, please.
My little area is dry right now. I don't have
Yeah.
any. It's just cloudy looking. So it
Yeah.
wasn't the best day to film a video. That's why I just went out and took
Mm-hmm.
pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But
Thank you,
how's your
Kentucky Goblin.
oh sorry. How's your jackfruit? Are they coming back like with leaves yet? J3?
It's so hard
Oh
to
no.
stay by.
They went through
Oh
the upper
no!
No, I'll be serious. The deers is what's killing them, not the weather. Not
uh,
the deers was killing them.
Mm-hmm. I
stinkers.
got the
All
same
four
problem
of them.
right here.
They ate the leaves off, and I was
Mhm.
looking at one today, and it got one little half-eaten leaf on it.
Oh no. Can you surround it? Like, does it help with the deers if you have enough chicken wire to maybe encase it so they can't, or will they just bend the chicken wire and eat it anyway?
I'm taking my my corral down for my goats, and I'm gonna put it up around the food area. I got electric wire and all that stuff. It just take me time since it's just me doing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a good idea.
It's
Yeah.
good.
So
Very
that
good.
way Cece can't sneak over and take none of my watermelons or anything.
Mhm.
Oh,
First of all,
Uh,
nobody want none of that stinky fruit.
was he growing durian? I didn't know he was growing durian now. Stinky fruit. How's your sprout too? The rambutan. Is it still doing okay?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's the one that
Got two nice leaves on it.
Carol,
looking
don't go
pretty.
there. Don't go there.
I won't, not with Diva, because she'll slap me. She'll slap me right through the rectangles from Canada to Florida. But it doesn't mean that. If you look up rambutan, it doesn't mean that. The word means hairy. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
leave it at that.
hmm
Even though they are.
Yes, they're weird looking on a tree. They're so strange.
All right. Take care, Michelle. Thanks for popping
Bye,
in.
Michelle.
We
Have a
do
good
really
night.
appreciate it. Oh, and Stephanie as well. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
good
Oh
night.
my gosh, you're recovering from broken ribs.
Ouch! Oh my
How'd
goodness!
that happen?
How'd that happen exactly?
Did you fall?
Ouch.
Get kicked by a horse or what? That's ouch.
I think I
Were
am
you-
caught up now.
Were you like boxing?
I hope it wasn't a left right.
I know. Could have been. Bar brawl.
Mm.
We're going to just keep guessing. We're going to make you up a really good story, Stephanie. Even if you fell down your stairs, we're going to be like,
That's
yeah.
right. Oh my gosh, no clue.
No clue.
Oh, that's
Okay,
not
that's
good.
even worse.
So the next question is, what drugs was you on, or
Right. Right.
just
Where do we
just
send the
wink if
ransom
you
money?
really- wink if you really want some help, or put a
That's
number
right.
one in the chat if
That's
you
right.
need some
Just
help.
blink twice. Blink twice if you need help.
So,
Yikes.
Laura,
Mm.
how long do you think it'll be before you have water in your pond?
Oh man.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you going to have a pond with the water things going on up there? You
We just need rain, and
Yeah,
more rain.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Because I want to come down there and fly my drone over your lake, over your pond.
Aw.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. I'm not sure if Chris
Yes.
wants a drone over their homestead, though. He's kind of private, right? Like,
Oh,
no, I
we
wouldn't.
do
No,
drones.
I would.
Okay.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be published anyway. You know, I'm just saying because there's one over here. I'm going to get over there eventually.
Hey
It's,
LG, how you doing?
off Highway 127. It's really pretty. Like when you catch it when it's calm, it's like a
Uh-huh.
mirror.
Indiana Jackson,
Yeah.
welcome in.
oh, LG to their power. I used to tell people that Malachi was my chocolate baby and I was his vanilla mama, but I was fierce as a lion. So careful what you say.
Mhm.
Mm. Hello, Indiana. Chris.
Give us looks. I'd be like, okay, I'm still a lion and a bear. Which one do you want to mess with that look you're giving us?
Either or. So Indiana Chris, StreamYard has been adding in some wonderful, fabulous features, and they were bought out a few months ago and by another company, and now all these great features, and the price is going up. And so for me up in Canada, it would be costing me about $75 per month for the basic one. It's a little cheaper if I pay for the whole year. And it's just like, that's just too expensive. And so we have been researching, well, actually the
Right.
royal we, I will say, Barry and Carol have both been, and Shawnee.
And
like Shawnee's been-
Shawnee, yeah.
Yeah,
And Shawnee.
yeah.
She must
They've
be
been
working.
doing some research on trying to find another streaming service so that we can still do this. The nice thing with StreamYard is that, like Carol and I, each of
Oh,
us
weird, Kentucky.
have each other as kind of a person, and so we both can run the chat and stuff like that.
Yeah, co-admins, I guess.
Yeah,
L triple G love. Hello.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah.
Oh wow. I was
so
thinking
how deep is
MMA.
the pond? How deep is the pond there,
That's
Laura?
Laura LGG.
Uh,
I can see
You'll be about 8 feet, so we can put fish in it.
Nice.
Hmm.
That's nice.
Broken
Yeah.
ribs are nothing to be played with. I
No,
get
they're
broken.
not.
No,
Mm-mm. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. MMA training.
That's
that
what I
makes
was
sense.
thinking. Actually, that was my other
Mhm.
guess, is that she was cage fighting, MMA and cage fighting on the down
She's cage
low.
fighting.
yeah.
Underground cage fighting.
At dinner time.
Wow. Oh well. Good night. Rest
I
well.
don't usually see that.
Yeah. I thought it was her
Bizarre.
recycling.
Welcome in, Mike.
Steph is a major recycler, and if she catches somebody just throwing something away, they'll be in trouble. So
Oh,
maybe she took on some
yeah.
recycling challenge.
Throw somebody
Yes.
down for.
Yeah, everything is getting expensive. So we did try. Carol was using Evie Mux last night, and in the free version, it had lots of fun bells and whistles, and
It did.
it's got a couple things that people kind of go, well, that's a bit annoying, but for the most part, it comes with and it's a pretty slick, like the back end looks pretty nice. So
You can
I
do the moving MP3, I think it's called, backgrounds in the free version. They give you a couple.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but I found it highly distracting. The one I did use was very, how do you say it? It wasn't as distracting. It was kind of a smooth
Hello,
transition.
Jones Truth.
Hey, Jones, true. It's subtle.
Hey,
That was the
Jones.
word I was looking for. It was very subtle. But yeah, they've got a lot of backgrounds. Like Diva said, they've got also where you can edit and set up almost like a movie for you live. It's got an editing bar for, the person hosting. But I couldn't figure all that out before the stream. So I was like, yeah, I can't. I got to watch some more maybe videos on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most streaming services will nothing. There will be that lag time. It's very, very common. One will be behind the other. It's all dependent on what it's picking up and where it's going through and you receiving. So there's lots in there. You're gonna have lots of
Carol,
lag.
do you follow the Educated Natural?
Yeah, I do. I haven't been able to see like her stuff. I've been really not able to do a lot of YouTube viewing.
I'm just saying she went through, details on
Evie Mux. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
She's smart.
Trying to get to
Smart.
see
10.
Hey, the
Huh?
chicken.
The chicken. Who's the
Let's see.
chicken? Who got the chicken in the chat?
Not me.
We were just talking about rotisserie. That's so interesting.
The chicken. Yeah, the chicken.
I have seen
He's a
that.
he's a young fella. He's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
he's in high school.
Oh, okay. Hey, welcome
The
to
chicken?
the chicken.
Mhm.
Just threw me off because we were just
Yeah.
talking about chicken.
I seen the chicken.
Okay, you've been seeing it. Okay.
So Jonas
Okay.
Truth, StreamYard is looking fabulous. It's working great, but they are increasing their prices. So as of tomorrow, I would have to be paying $75 a month as opposed to paying 10.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, she would be paying
75 a month?
7,000.
Yeah, 7,000
$75 a month by
Oh,
Canadian.
ooh,
And it's really
Mhm.
45, I think. for
well,
us.
you got me for a second. Ooh,
Still,
Still, like,
Still.
who can do even the 44, I think 99 that they want us to do in America? Like, really?
Mm.
Yeah. That's a lot of
No.
money.
no, I
It's a
think it's
lot.
44 over in the UK too. Like,
Yeah, and most people that are paying for it's not like they're earning from their channel.
No.
You know,
right.
like, do you guys realize that? We're not like
Right.
earning the big bucks over here, even the ones that are monetized.
Right,
Mhm.
right. Unless
I-
you're out of the box, might be at that level now with over his 100,000 subscribers. He's over 100,000 subscribers.
Who
now.
is?
But I
Out-
guarantee he can get 100,000 money.
Yeah. Well, he might be getting some deals coming up. You never know. He's really good about that product placement.
Passionately intrigued arts and more.
Hey,
Welcome in.
Pia.
Hey,
Hey,
PRE.
PIA,
chicken,
what's
welcome in.
up?
Can somebody
Where
read
is
that for me? I've got to
Greedy?
go plug in this heater here.
Okay.
Read it out loud for me. Thanks.
StreamYard is
StreamYard
greedy.
is
Oh, go ahead.
Go
Barry.
ahead, Carol. You sound better than I do.
StreamYard is greedy, as you'd expect any company with a subscription service to be. I'm switching to OBS that's want for Diva and I when I do my lives because it's free and it's fairly easy to understand. Yeah, no, you can't say
If
that
you're a
to me.
kid, if you're
Yeah.
OBS is for anybody that's under the age of 20.
Yes,
He's-
who grew up with technology at
Yeah.
this level. We grew up with DOS.
Yes.
Remember
Yeah.
Floppy disk.
floppy disks and DOS and Dig Dug, like
and
oh,
rotary telephones.
yes,
Oregon Trail.
We grew up when the TV did go off.
right. When you had to actually get up and change a channel on the
Yeah.
TV
Right.
before the remote
When
control.
we
Yeah.
only had 3 channels on the TV.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
you
That would be
One-
J3
benefited
era.
if you had UHF.
Yeah, if you were lucky. Yeah.
If you had a remote, it had these big old buttons that you'd push down and go
Clunk,
kunk,
clunk, clunk.
kunk, kunk, kunk,
Mhm.
kunk.
I was Dad's remote control. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That's
now
now-
what we're
Pushback
looking
to
for,
what,
Jones
man?
Truth. He says, "Wow, what's the alternative?" We're testing alternatives right now. A lot of people are too because they're like, "Heck no." But yeah, the free version of EVMux has a lot of features. I was surprised how many it had, and it even had. I got to ring the doorbell when people would come in, and that was so fun.
Oh, that is cool.
Like
Or
silly
play some great music.
or play some great music. Yeah, they had like
Well,
a little
Virginia
club.
Postcracker.
Hey, Indiana Chris, welcome in.
Hey,
Oh my
Indiana.
gosh,
Don't they have a
Okay.
free version? They do have free version. It has a limit. That's the thing too with EVMux that we don't like is it's a 2-hour limit. But what you can do is set up 2 streams. So once your 2 hours is over with one, you can hop over to another.
Yep.
But the only problem with that, as we all know, as creators with lives, you don't necessarily bring all those people over to that second
No,
stream.
Yeah.
You lose people.
Bring me my shirt off the chair.
unless you're doing the Sugar Shack, and of course everybody want to jump to the next club.
Right. all her music.
After?
All her music.
does she not get
Dinged for that. Or
yeah
she plays
like
music that's from on YouTube already.
but I got
Oh.
dinged for some of the stuff that they have on YouTube.
Yeah.
mhm.
Like
I don't
even
know how
in the-
she's the one. I guess ones that have played, and so she's
Okay.
able to use those ones. It's usually
I gotta
Yeah,
find
Yeah,
out.
I
that
got
secret.
dinged for the music coming out of my editing
Appreciate it.
software.
What was that, Barry? I'm sorry, I was clearing my throat.
My editing software, I get dinged for the music I used
Oh
up
yeah,
here.
yeah. You
Mhm.
can't do it from
But,
any editing
I
software.
But even
think
their shorts too. I picked a
Yeah.
song that was in YouTube Shorts, and they dinged me for it.
Or you
What?
got to do it 15 seconds or less.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Hey,
get
Dolores.
dinged when it's my own recorded music.
Yes, you do. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it says can't be monetized.
Oh,
Hello, Dolores.
I love the ones where they're like, "Oh, there was a copyright claim, but don't worry, you can still play
Right.
it." Well, then don't bother me. Shut up.
well, the ones that say you want to, you got to
What's up,
share
Dave?
it. I'm like, I do not want to share with them. No.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it slows. I think when they do that, I think they slow it down. You know, like the company that
Yeah,
claims
before-
the copyright, but it's no big deal, slows down the progress of your short or your
Right.
video while YouTube investigates it.
Right. Hey, David.
Jake, I want to know who David's calling bad guys. I
Mm.
want to. Is that us? Does that mean
I be
you?
one of the bad guys.
Bad guys. Hey.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
Ain't no telling with David.
we're all
Right.
good company. Us down here on the bottom of the screen.
LGT,
Sounds back. Yeah, no big deal.
I forget.
Okay,
what was
that
it?
sounds delicious, Sean.
Mm,
Cooked an
I
onion.
can't have wine anymore.
Mm.
What was it we said? How many seats to two? That was kind of really good with the EV Mux. I think it was like a crazy amount that you could have for free.
12.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a great amount. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
StreamYard, I think, is only 6 for the free,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
But can you imagine 12 people up here trying to?
No.
Make my
I've
That
I've
goes a little
had
crazy.
I
9.
can't imagine it. The problem is who's gonna talk.
Right. Or take a break from talking. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
You get that long-winded person, and they just go on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dolores.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
J3
anybody.
usually is the one that talks so much.
Talking about somebody with a lake behind their house. You're right.
Oh.
It's just
Oh dear.
Got
I
a
wish
lake,
I had a lake
got a
behind my
lake
house.
and no fish.
We haven't had rain in months.
Well, you got mud puddles back there. All right.
Nothing.
Mhm.
We're supposed to get rain
oh.
Wednesday, so hopefully we'll get some rain.
I do not know what's going on. And, not to get in, this is no link to what people are hearing on the internet about the cats. Okay. This is just something I am observing, and I don't know why it's happening. Our Muscovy ducks, which are not native here, did not come up to me. There was none around while I was throwing bread at our fish in the canal. And then I noticed there was like hardly any birds going after the bread. Usually I used to get swarmed. They would come down out of the tree, like the grackles would try
Yeah.
to get the bread. And then the ducks would come out of nowhere and they'd be like waddling up, like
Yeah.
they just kind of stare at you. Or
Because
they
I know it ain't bread you're throwing out there. It's just fake.
Well, answer this question. Did you see any alligators too?
No, our canal
That's it. You don't see no alligators, so you don't see no birds. They ate them all.
No. I mean, no. Our canal is actually a drainage canal. So when we had that storm, it was just like mud. They had let all the water out.
Mm.
So we don't hardly. I've never seen one gator. And you know how they say knock on wood, knock on Formica. For the 14 years that we've been here, 15 years in our canal. I've seen it down the way, a small one, but no, never seen a gator. We do have otters. I found out that's, I think, on one of my shorts because that freaked me out. But
Do y'all
yeah,
have seagulls?
not this far inland. We have
Oh.
do have they're called Seahawks. Those are really cool.
Oh,
They're real cool.
okay.
And right now too, the kingfishers are here because of winter. But that's what I was finding weird was it wasn't just the ducks, it was just all the birds. The only thing I saw were ibis, 2 of them. I was like, something's wrong. Where are all the darn birds? And I don't know. I don't know if it coincided with, we were talking about the other day how we all kind of felt yuck at the same time.
Mm.
Like the last couple of days, just yuck. Like something just going on in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Good night, Kentucky Goblin.
Good night, Kentucky Goblin. But it was just weird. And it was observation. And I missed them. I like feeding the ducks here. I like it.
Good night, Kentucky Goblin.
Good night, Kentucky Goblin.
Good night.
And it was observation. I like feeding the ducks here. I like that window open. Who is that?
Yes, yard. My time.
Oh.
Oh, there were a few well, I had a variety. Hey, Tibor. Yeah, Tibor, that's true. That's true. Yeah, because they'll just fly in from anywhere.
Oh, who won Watermelon Wars this year? I wasn't able to.
Texas couple, the Naked Gardeners.
Oh, did they?
How big?
Wow.
The
Came
Naked
out of
Gardeners.
nowhere.
It was 70 57.9.
Wow.
Wow.
Did they say what type it was?
It's Carolina Cross.
Carolina Cross. That one always performs.
It can get up to 200 pounds.
Wow.
Good grief.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Wow.
Eat
Hello,
on that
Dee the
all
Muck
summer.
Girl Gardener.
I'm gonna.
And I'm
Welcome.
getting some of the
Welcome.
seeds. I'm getting some of the seeds from it.
Been meaning to come over and see you, Dee.
Oh,
How'd you guys make out with the storms? Dee's also in South
Hey, Dee.
Bend, Florida.
I'm gonna step down, guys. I got church in the morning, and I'm like dozing off.
Oh,
all right.
have a
Thank
good
you
night,
for coming up,
Laura.
Laura.
Bye.
Love you, Laura. See you.
Bless
Good
you,
seeing
Laura.
everybody.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah. There was that one little.
Oh, Sean, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, it's only Texas. Only Texas win. It's
Mm,
our third year of winning.
really?
Yeah, Texas has a
Wow.
lot going on there with that watermelon. I don't know what's in your
Mhm.
soil.
It's the Texas heat in our soil.
Right.
It's fabulous.
What is your soil like? Does it have the clay constituents in it that give it like the minerals that it needs?
Well, it does here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, ours is different all over. I think as you get towards Georgia, we might have some of the orange clay, but
Straight through talking about CC here in the corner. You didn't win. Texas won, so that makes me a winner.
There you go. I moved most of the strawberry plants that I had in the ground. I thought I had good intentions. Like it was really easy to get them out of the ground up here because up here on this section of the hill is always moist. I got down there and where it always gets sun down there, that ground was baked like concrete. And I stuck that
okay,
shit
so
in there and I said, man, I'm not getting these in the ground down here.
because you
Mhm.
guys have the clay too. You have
No,
that-
it's just so hard. I mean, we haven't had rain since Helene came through.
Oh wow.
Helene, we had like 7 days of rain nonstop.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, day and night, and then now we've been dry, and like I said, down there is always in the sun.
Mm.
So it just, I mean, that ground was so hard, and I said, okay, well, I'm leaving them in this container with soil.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just have to water them because
Yeah.
the ground is it's not workable.
Mm.
So
Yeah. It hasn't rained in about 2 months now.
Oh my goodness.
no,
That's
it's,
crazy growing watermelon without like any rain at all. That's a
Mhm.
lot of watering.
grab the bucket, carry it out to the garden. That's all I know.
Right.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've started just putting out my what do you call those? The watering cans. I have
Mhm.
two and I just leave them out for when the rain comes and get some rainwater that way because I still don't have my rain barrel set up. But in fairness to our family, we have a neighbor that would use it to hop over our fence. So
Okay.
yeah. I gotta find a new
Yeah.
place for it.
I have 5-gallon buckets all over the place, and when it's raining, they're all outside. I do have 2 rain barrels. They're not very very big.
Yeah.
They sit up flush against the house, and but I do use some of that as well. But because we do pay quite a bit for our water here. So,
Mhm.
Cece, have you ever done the Vlogmas? I'm wanting to know more about it and get some tips and tricks. You've done Vlogmas?
Yes.
And how
Yep.
did it work for you? Did it
Oh, I like doing Vlogmas.
okay? And what do you do?
Well, because I have a garden channel, and so it's usually Christmas themed, something about garden. So maybe I'll go to a garden center that had Christmas themes, or the music that I play on my videos have Christmas, or might have an intro that has something dealing with the season on there. So different ways of doing that. And Vlogmas, you can do the 12 days of Vlogmas, or you can do the whole 25.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I do the whole 25. Well, actually I do every day, but I do the 1 to 25 on that, but you can just do the 12 days of Christmas.
Right. That's a good
You
idea.
still have watermelons growing. That's fantastic.
That is David. David Core, are you in the
gardening and-
contest? Go ahead.
Gardening in trenches helps maintain moisture levels. Well, I've got some trenches that are filled with water. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. That's going to be my next question to ask people. Like, what do I do once I get some filming of it? Because it's pretty bad. But yeah, so you'll film every day, but
Yes.
mostly all your so just something in your garden. So I can go back and look at your channel and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Since last year was my first year doing it on this garden channel. So, but yeah, anything you can wear, like festive shirts when you're doing your videos. You know, it's no particular thing. It's just to have a festive mood to your channel.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to come up with something because, like, just the idea of, like, sometimes it takes me, like, I'd have to just come up with something simpler, but sometimes it takes me 2 days to edit, and then once I'm having to bring it up, put it up, well, then that's a whole half day in itself of writing out the SEOs and all the tags and stuff like that. So it's
I mean,
so then
go ahead.
Nope, I'm done.
No, I was just gonna say a lot of channels, bigger channels, they actually start filming in November.
Oh, to stack.
Yeah, to stack. And so then when Christmas, December 1st happens, they already did their intro, because usually the first day is just you introducing and saying, hey, I'm going to be part of Vlogmas. So then you start your, day after then,
Right.
But a lot of channels start in November.
Okay. Anybody else in the chat, if you've done a Vlogmas, I'd love to hear about it, or if you want to come up and talk to us about it, because I just feel I've seen some people who do something every single day, and yes, getting yourself a couple of days ahead, but it would be just like filming, editing, and I just kind of go, can I do that?
I mean, you could do shorts.
I could.
That's a minute or less.
Yeah.
Well, no, up to 3 minutes now.
Well, I mean, if you want to challenge yourself. But I'm just saying, the norms would be just a minute. It could be like you do your little short, well, they're not short, but you don't want to watch it. What the, what? You're gonna get canceled, man. You're gonna get canceled. But like, how you do your little small clips of, your sourdough or your this and that, and it's just a quick clip. Those would be awesome to have for Vlogmas, know?
Yeah. But just to keep them more into a Christmas theme.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, you could be just wearing a Christmas shirt or some reindeer ears, or, just say happy Vlogmas Day, whatever.
Yeah. Part of me wants to take on the challenge of doing it, but it's like, but I want to be a bit more strategic. And what I've heard is that when you are doing this, 12 days or 20, or all 25, that it does really give a boost to your channel.
It does. Hashtag Vlogmas 2024. Yes, definitely post that on there, because I love Vlogmas season, and that's when I watch all Vlogmas stuff, and a lot of people do.
Okay.
Hey, Skull Explosion. I hope I said that right, I think. And you terrify me with that name. But welcome. Skull Explosion. I actually will watch him. What can I say? It is one word. He's got it all together.
It is.
Explosion. I did. I said it. My ex is just soft.
Skull Explosion.
But yeah, I love. Do you ever watch any Vlogmas? Marlene? Do you watch
No,
Vlogmas?
I haven't
That's
myself.
probably why you're overthinking it, that it's complicated, but it's so fun. It's a lot of fun to it. It's just
Okay.
the simple things and just, yeah, I love watching
Well,
Vlogmas.
Farmer Marshall and Urban Gardener, welcome in. Welcome in.
Marshall.
Never met you.
Oh,
Thank you for
yes.
I
coming in.
met
I
him
believe.
over at Miss T's. And
Yes, he's in the garden community a lot.
That's awesome.
Mm.
Yeah. No, because I just got monetized, and it's like I want to take advantage of, if I can get a boost
Right.
to my channel,
Yeah.
then
That
it's like, how can I do this strategically, and and also to make content that people will enjoy, and so
Well, we enjoy your channel.
We do. Yeah.
I'm happy
Yeah,
for the
I'm
three
happy
persons who
for
watch my
anybody,
channel.
right? I'm happy for anybody who watch my channel and actually comment. And it's a decent comment, not like, hey, you
Yeah.
first trap for a granny.
I feel that way too sometimes, Andrew.
hmm
Who is that, J3?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but there he is. Dinner was fantastic. You can rest assured that it did not merely sound tasty.
It's
No, somebody wants to know how the crappa is doing.
yeah.
Hey, DCBs.
DCBs, how your bees?
I'm back, huh?
You're welcome back, sir. I think, Sean, you had made a comment a bit ago saying, can a bunch of you join together and pay for one StreamYard, and everybody just do as the sign in? One of the benefits of doing lives is because of the watch time hours that it creates for you. And so,
Right.
like, for me today, like, I didn't turn on my commercials, which I still might go and do, because that's an opportunity for me to make a bit more money. And also for people that are trying to gain their hours, this is one of the best ways to get your hours to monetization. So if you're under one banner, you're all you can't. It just wouldn't work. Basically,
No, it wouldn't. Yeah.
Knit Pearls and Squirrel with Granny D. Welcome.
Look.
Hey, Granny D.
I'm just doing that. Knitting or crocheting. I don't have no time.
So, Carol, are you going to be doing Vlogmas too?
Well, GT and I were talking about that. We've got stuff in our phone that's probably from like 2020 that we haven't gotten out. So I'm not sure. I think once I have, the 4,000 hours and I'm monetized, my brain might be able to grab that concept of Vlogmas. It's just the way my brain is. Sometimes it will lock down. Like, if I have a big goal, it will just kind of shut down and not allow me to process things well. So I'm hoping that once I'm done with this, it'll like open up and my brain will like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And I need quiet. Like, for those of you who don't know, I've got a son and he never stops making noise. It's always just sitting there making some kind of noise. Quiet, and my brain kind of might be able to figure it out if I can sit quietly and actually focus on it. We did restream, Beth. It's okay. It didn't have as many features as EV Mux. It's all right. I wasn't super impressed. The one thing I do not like about Restream is the new comments come up at the top, but that's just a matter of getting used to that.
I know Miss T had issues with Restream. She was like, it was too glitchy for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and we noticed too with Barry being on with the EV Mux, at least the first night. Last night it was really having a little glitchy issues here and there. But the first time when we did it during the daytime, he was able to use his 2 cameras. So he used another camera and showed a different angle of himself without a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. I just don't want to pay $25 a month.
Mm-mm.
And 17 is the other option, but you got to pay up front or put it on the credit card, and I don't want to pay that. Hey, welcome back. I
Welcome
understand
back.
that. Understand that.
Mm-hmm. You've been listening. Thank you, Pastor McQuarrie.
Thank you, Passamaquoddy.
Credit card. I've heard of those. What is that?
I know. They're danger, 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 Will Robinson.
Oh, mine uses the B word on me and says, "Get to work."
Got a whip.
You need to go to work. Yeah, get to work.
Hey,
Go
those
make some
jobs.
money and pay me down.
You just
That's
look
what
at
mine
that card
does.
and go,
Mine's
pause.
mean. That's right. Mine's a mean one.
Right,
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
You
So,
really
Dee, I don't
do.
know if you heard my question then, if you hopped in the shower. How did you all make out there after the 2 hurricanes, especially the last one with all the tornadoes? Because out west, they were getting hit with those tornadoes. Like, how did your plants do? Free. And I want to have guests. Well, EB Mux has the free, but Beth, I think you go over 2 hours perhaps on your live, and you would have to schedule 2
Mhm.
EB Mux. That's the only thing, is it cuts you off after 2 hours live, but it gives you more hours than free StreamYard total, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good, Dee. No casualties. Okay.
But even like if you want to have a guest, like you can just do it on actual YouTube, like, and they will let you have a guest on.
Yeah.
So
I had trouble
a
doing that.
Thirst trap grandma.
Yeah.
It is a rude, but it is
It's also a
it's
compliment
saying
when you're
it's saying
grandma.
yeah, it's saying that you know that
Sexy.
she's a pretty hot woman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what it's kind of saying.
Yeah, but it's also saying that I'm trying to be that, and it's like, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to be that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that kind of attention on YouTube. Too many weird stuff. Too much weird stuff going on in the world.
Like a streamer is telling me we're going to show you for telling us goodbye. My wife's computer internet working fine.
Oh,
Good night, J3.
oh, good night, J3.
Good night.
Yeah, I wonder if they're taking names. We're like, okay.
Yeah, well, we keep putting out there saying we're saying goodbye to StreamYard, and we've got all this language
Yep.
if it's listening. StreamYard's too expensive.
Yeah. I will say EV Mux has integrated AI, and it was kind of spooky because when I was doing my first title on it and I had my big pink headphones, it actually said something about my headphones as a suggestion for a title. So it saw me.
Somebody seen you.
Yeah, it's that part was creepy, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it just said that. I don't know. It knew I was using headphones, so I hope that wasn't it. Because that reminds me of that old movie where they're on a spaceship and the AI takes over before there was AI.
The 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yes, the Space Odyssey. Oh my God.
That was Hal. The
Hal, yes.
Hal. Yeah, he
I
was.
feel so sick. Yes, too much so.
We see you, Sean.
Yeah, I did too, DC. I missed that surface level of respect. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So to get back to Vlogmas, I don't know. I'm not a stacker. Like, I'm not a video stacker. And I'm like you. It takes me a while to go in and edit something. Although I love, like, once I'm in editor, I like to do some of it, but if I'm on a timeline and I want to get it out, I get frustrated with myself and I end up sometimes screwing it up because I'm rushing myself. I think that's how I accidentally thought I erased everything in Filmora at one time because it locked up, and then I reloaded it and all my videos were gone. Thankfully, I found a saved file on my phone. I don't know where he is, Passamaquoddy. He's always hiding out. Meta AI can now see my phone. Oh, great. Oh, sarcasm too, though? That doesn't interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they do that now with the Giggle. You look up something, and AI has summarized basically most of the things it has brought up for you.
Yeah, I keep turning it off on my phone and it keeps going back on again.
Oh, creepy. Yeah, DC, I'm nervous about that, and it just seems a little too close, like what's going on with that and them creating actual bodies for it and iRobot. It's just a little too close. Especially
Congratulations, Dee.
what's he see?
I said, congratulations, Dee. She said the first year of growing Roselle.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I have it's not a it's a macro cell that was forming a calyx when I went out there.
Okay.
Once you have Roselle, you usually have it down here, D, because it'll drop seeds and it'll keep forming kind of in that area. That's what happened with this one.
That doesn't happen for us like that.
It doesn't do that for you. It must be our tropical climate that it's closer to Jamaica than other climates. Well, at least this mock Roselle did, which is close. It's like a hybrid, I think, of the cranberry, hibiscus, and the Roselle together. And cranberry hibiscus is beautiful. I want to get some of those seeds.
Now, which one is that one?
That's the reddish one that you can eat the leaves. You can just pick the leaves and eat them, and they have a little bit of a cranberry taste to them.
You can eat all of them.
Yeah, you can, but this one is known for the leaves itself more than the calyx is. Oh no! Something tells you I should have stayed in bed. What happened?
Stay right up in that bed.
Yeah, before you know it, AI will be looking for you in your bed.
Yeah.
No, it will know that you're in your bed.
They say they already do. They say that those little nifty things that you put in your house that you tell them to do, like, hey, play, and you play your music while you're in the kitchen, that they've advanced so much that they do know what rooms you're in the house. Yeah. Kind of like how, we've seen the CIA. Oh, I almost said it.
No, I want the white Roselle. I don't have that one.
What?
I want Roselle just period.
What do you use the white Roselle for? Can you use it as a tea? The calyx?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, the Roselle calyx is more suitable. Thank you, Dee, for explaining it better.
Kentucky Goblin said that he talked to a friend of his at church, and he's going to get the Jerusalem artichoke and try to grow it next year.
Miss Sharon, not where you are, Miss Sharon, but down here in South Florida.
He needs to be careful of it. He needs to be careful of the Jerusalem artichoke. Those are the ones that and they're awesome. They spread. It's hard to get rid of it. So I would recommend, either growing it away from everything else or growing it in a grow bag. I had mine in a 3-foot or 4-foot grow bag, and it just came back year after year. But those are the things that my kids call fartichokes. So they really I think if you eat them regularly, your body will make the right amount of enzyme. But I didn't find that it affected me, but everybody else was like a little bit of tummy cramping and then lots of gas.
Yeah.
Lots of gas.
David the
They're very
Good
gassy.
had done.
But
had-
that's an excellent survival food as far as I'm
it
concerned.
is.
Like hands
It is a
down, it's
good
like,
survival.
you know,
Yeah.
so
David the Good has, I think he has gastro issues or did. And he said it hit him so hard because he sauteed a bunch of it in like garlic butter or garlic
it's so
oil
good.
and then just
Yeah.
ate it. And yeah, it almost killed him, the gas pains from it.
Mhm.
Said it was a
And
horrible
I think
reaction.
you can get your body where it's putting in the right digestive enzymes and stuff.
Well, it's a lot of inulin because it's loaded with inulin, which is a there's probiotic, prebiotic, and Jerusalem artichoke has inulin, which is they use it in supplements as a prebiotic.
Right.
So yeah, if you don't have anything eating that, yeah, and the high fiber yep, true, DC. Correct. I see you try to correct
What are
it.
you doing?
That's scary, DC. And it's scary too because you give them a body and they're relearning and relearning and relearning.
Well, it's not just that, but they share what they learned with the rest of the AI.
Yeah.
They are
Common.
connected. Yeah.
Connected. Yeah, can you imagine if we could do that? Like have that connectivity with each other? That could be good and bad because some people would be like, what the hell did he just say to me in his brain? What was that? What's wrong with that?
It just reminds me of the Borg on Star Trek, because they all shared the same information, the same consciousness and everything. And I'm just like, that was really bizarre. And now it's like, here we go.
Yeah, it is. Your body does. You're right, and that's what Diva was saying. And it's true. That's what Diva was saying. Okay.
She will in a private jet and
It was like, I don't know if they'll see it. I never see the private chat, so I thought I'll just tell everybody.
I know.
I'm
It's
running
like
to the
just
loo.
read it in
Be
a
right
private chat. I'm like, well, it's out in the public.
Yeah.
back. There it is.
Yeah, I gotta get my
have to
digestion
go
back
to the
on
loo.
track, and then it'll also help me with my weight issue. Yeah, I went in and stepped on that scale in the doctor's office. What is up with the scales in doctors' offices? Are they more accurate or are they just mean? I was saying
Both.
this last night. Yeah, like they're vicious.
I mean, and they don't let you take off your shoes and clothes
Right.
and all that. I mean, really.
I let them know. I said my shoes are 4 pounds.
For real. These clothes, they're weighted.
That's right. Yeah, I got some earrings on too. We gotta count all the ounces.
Right.
But yeah, it just seems like I'm always heavier on and that's the one you don't want to be because they're writing it down in your.
Just tell them it's your thoughts. You're having heavy thoughts today.
Yes, that's a good one. I like that. I'm using that next time. I'd be in trouble, right? Especially in Walmart. There'd be fights breaking out all the time in Walmart if people could connect to one another. I like you well enough. The Jerusalem artichoke. I mean, they always make you. Yes. Why? Why is that? I did find out that my digital scale, though, something's wrong with it because if I move it to different tiles, because obviously, they did such an awesome job with this house and also settling. It's settled. But if I'm a different weight on each, like in each area of my floor, tile floor.
Wow.
Okay, something's wrong there.
Mm-mm.
Me too. You're getting a lot of ladies smacking you. Yes, I do get that. I was nervous eating because I had that MRI I was waiting on, which I have to say, this was such a neat God story. Today is the day that it's been 2 years since my mom passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the doctor on Friday and it was horrible because they gave me the wrong address. My husband dropped me off. I thought he took off and they were down the street. So it's not a trolley, but the little bus that they'll have there couldn't take me because he's like, oh no, I can't leave the hospital campus. Thankfully, my husband hadn't left yet. He comes pick me up, takes me there. I start to fill out the like booklet that they have for new patient, and I'm just happy I'm there finally. And all of a sudden, the doctor comes out. She's this petite little lady with a Philadelphia accent, and that's my family is all around Philly, so they all have that accent. She sounded just like she could be like a cousin or an aunt. And immediately I was like, oh my goodness, okay, that's cool. And just talking to her, I realized why my doctor sent me there, because it's a breast specialist for oncology and surgery, but I'm okay. Like everything came out clear. But my doctor sent me there because they have their own radiology, and that's all they do is look at breast tissue. So she's like, I'm going to recommend that, we do just another sonogram, diagnostic sonogram. And then that way my radiologist will review all your stuff and then do a moving picture. Because I guess the sonogram, they gave her stills, and this lady was like, I don't like the still shots. I want to see it moving. Because when, like, this is for the ladies, because it is, the Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
When they do the sonogram, if they even press different, it affects the look of the sonogram.
Right.
So, yeah, you always want a moving sonogram for them to read rather than still shots. Yeah, I'm going to just start saying, oh, yeah. But then they'll put down medication.
You are a liar.
Yeah. But that accent just felt like a kiss from heaven. She was so pleasant. She was. And then she was telling stories of when she was in Philly and how she had like the coldest hands because she was an OBGYN. And I was like, yeah, I've seen comedians talk about how you put speculums in the freezer before we come in for our annual exam. She's like, yeah, think we put them in the fridge, but we don't. In fact, we have a warming station where we try to warm everything up.
She's saying that's the metal ones from back in the day.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Shoot.
Like, golly.
It may need a new battery. Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're going for. Every medical place feels like it's about 20 degrees below zero.
Right?
Yes.
I think it's to freeze the germs instantly in the air.
And they give you a blanket that you could see light through. You're like, what is this?
Let me give you this single blankets.
Yeah.
No, DCBs, you are fine. In fact, no, you're great.
Like,
some people might not. Go ahead,
Sorry.
Jared. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say some people in here might not have known that it came back clear because I haven't. I've told it once. I think that it was clear. So, and that's the thing too. It was, me too. We didn't need that extra weight.
I had to get a biopsy one time, and so then they put this. I didn't know they put a little. I don't know what it is, a little metal piece or whatever in there in that spot, so they know to check their area. I was like, wow. Oh yeah, they microchipped me. I know they did.
Right?
Like,
well,
you just left an indicator mark for what? What did you leave in me?
Right? Now, like, we see people paying for things with hands, and we're going to not doubt DC when she's just like,
right. Let me just swipe this boob across.
Yeah, let me just swipe this out of my boob. That's where they put it for some reason. Crazy.
And we won't, Marissa, while she was in her schooling, it's like biopsies, like especially for cancer, she said they're very bad because it's
it might spread it.
It might spread it because it's like you're opening up something that's closed.
Right.
Just to change the subject, look at that gorgeous 25-pound turkey that's sitting on my counter right now.
Wow, nice.
Rotisserie chicken. I'm like, you supposed to be going to lube. What is it?
Right.
I'll be right over.
Yeah, and it's like, it was a fresh homegrown.
So what are you
from a
going to do with it?
farm.
Nice.
We're gonna roast it tomorrow. We're doing our like Canadian Thanksgiving was on the 12th, and my kids couldn't come at that time, so we just planned it out last month and said, let's do it at the end of September because that's when everybody was free. So we're having Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. We did lamb for those of us that were here and a couple of friends. And then tomorrow is the big turkey. And so Marissa's, she's the head. So she just made a 2-layer pumpkin cheesecake. So it's just finishing cooling in the oven right now. Looks good.
That sounds
Be the
delicious.
end of October.
That sounds so good.
End of
Well,
October, yeah. Yep.
I definitely,
Like you missed it if it was the end of September. You missed your own Thanksgiving.
Yeah. No, beginning of October, but we planned it out. Like same with like, we'll start planning out Christmas of like, when are we going to do our Christmas?
right.
Because my daughter, since she's moved over there, her boyfriend has his parents are divorced, and so it's dinner with the dad, dinner with the mom, dinner with the dad's grandparents, dinner or with the grandparents from the dad's side, and then the aunt side, and so I think this will be her fifth Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And was it all the traditional Thanksgivings at all of them?
No, because Emily did one over at her boyfriend's house, like for his mom and him and her boyfriend, and she made prime rib.
Okay.
Yeah, she makes amazing prime rib.
We'll be
So-
praying for your stepdad and your mom, DCBs. That's scary. Wow. 10-year warranty on the heart valve, and he's got to have a replacement of his replacement. And then Thursday, his mom's going in for a treatment. Oh, that's on Thursday, and then my mom goes into a treatment next week. Okay. Definitely got our extra prayers for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's harder when your parents get older.
Yes, it is.
I'll just put that up for a second. I'm thanking everybody in my side chat who came over for those extra hours. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And thank you, Marie, for telling them to help me out. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I so appreciate the months of us co-streaming together, because it's what's really made a difference for me.
It does really help. Yeah.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It does.
Well, I know, because
Oh,
it's like we've all kind of, it was like, here I went, then Carol right there, and then now you, Storms. It's like, wow, this is really helping a lot.
Totally helping. It makes me though wish I would have done it earlier, but I'm so glad I didn't, because then I got to go through it with you and Storms and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Right
don't
now,
like those hours taking off. That's like from stuff that
I
I've
know.
done before. That's the only
here,
thing I don't like.
go forward, go back, go forward, stay.
Go back. Right.
Mhm. It's back and
Oh,
forth, back
yeah.
and forth. But right now, I am doing.
Fabric.
There was it was an offer that came through about
Thanks,
learning
PIA.
how to do memberships, and so they do it once a week. It's about an hour long little. It's put on by YouTube. Some guy named
Good night.
Alex.
No minute in the word. Good night. Have a
Good
good
night.
Right.
Enjoy. I hope
Have a
Sunday
good sleep.
school goes well. Yes.
Yeah, and bless your day tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, and I missed the first one or two, and so I popped in on the third. It's only, I think it's like 5 or 6 weeks, and I just would like to understand and just to have a bit more confidence about doing memberships and that. So
Yeah, I need to figure that out as far as if I'll do memberships. Like, I'll get the videos going to give them something more, and then figure it. Yeah, I don't.
you can just have the one. You can just do the one, apparently.
What?
You don't have to have as far as I'm concerned, paying $1 a month is not so hard as
Yeah.
opposed to doing a 14 or I think the third level was like $29.99. Like, that's their suggested, you're like, I am not
Ooh.
asking people for
Like,
$30.
yeah, like, who are these? Like,
Who has
financial
$30?
wizards? Yeah, who who's doing that for YouTubers? I need
Who
that
has that
person.
kind of money?
Yeah, that
That's right. And why are they watching videos? you know,
wow,
um,
wow, that's
you know,
wonderful.
so if it's the dollar a month one, and you know, it's sure you get stickers, and you know, I haven't seen people use that are in my memberships in the Sprouting Diva. I haven't.
Mhm.
Oh, I know. I think Storms. You tried to use them once or twice. The
So
little.
what does the gaming community use?
Twitch.
Okay.
You mean like to stream? They use Twitch.
Yeah, I was wondering because they stream for hours and hours, and I'm
They
like,
use Twitch, and some of them too will use TikTok now. Sometimes they'll use YouTube, but yeah, Twitch was a big one for the gamers.
okay.
Mhm. And the other one that we can't. That's OBS.
Yes, and they use OBS. I'm sorry, but they go to Twitch, but yeah, they use OBS as their
Okay.
StreamYard
Okay.
streaming service.
Exactly. But even there, you know, $30 a month is a lot of
Right.
money.
Even though, yeah, even those master classes, yeah.
Day 3, we thought you'd been gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
to J3. Oh no, it was quite easy.
Bye-bye.
He can't get me.
does he mean
No, he's-
him or that we're saying that to StreamYard? I don't know.
Oh gosh.
I'm not sure. But
Well,
if you're saying for you, thank J3GS Farm for coming in, as always, and trying to come up. I don't know what was going on with the Wi-Fi stuff,
Mhm,
yeah, they're not happy with him.
right?
mhm,
Something.
mhm.
something,
Yeah, he
something.
helped too many of us.
That's
Right.
right. He was a brother to too many of us. Is what it was to help us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I
do
know.
live, CC?
No. Well,
Okay.
I did it live. The last one was a year ago.
She
Okay.
pops in and visits people. She said, like, her main focus is her videos
Yeah, my content.
Her content.
Yeah.
and stacking,
Yeah.
which she's great at. Which I wish I could just get one stacked in and out a week. Even coming in here and trying to do like what we were talking about. What was that? And even Shawnee was talking about it last night. Like YouTube might not have the capability, but I think it does. Not blogging. What's the thing you told me?
Vlogmas.
No. What's the thing, Maureen, you told me to try so it's already pre-recorded? And then I could still put it out as a premiere. Why can't the word come?
Broadcasting.
We talk
Thank you,
Thank you.
podcast.
podcast.
It came from down little down there. Podcasting.
I
It
know
must have been
that was almost
Dark Paw said it.
Dark Paw did say it. I saw the cutest. Oh my gosh, the cutest cat video today. It was mommy cat with daddy cat, and daddy was coming and taking the kittens and putting them in another little area where they lay down with mommy. But he was coming and taking them so mommy could actually get up and go to the bathroom and have a moment for herself. Because that's what the owner said. Like as soon as
Wow.
daddy removed the little kitties, mommy was able to do that. Get up and have a little
Wow.
bite.
Wow.
I was like, you go, setting an example for all daddies. There you go. So cute. Yeah. But yeah, the cat video still, man, the
It doesn't
internet.
surprise me. I mean, Dark Paw does take care of these babies over here,
Mm.
and nobody taught him to do that. He just
You are not. No.
To cause trouble. What kind of trouble?
I had nothing to do with your little tired internet from Georgia.
Yeah, kind of trouble. I just want to know like how to just schedule that into my life so I can actually do something other than lives for my channel. So
Mhm.
people, so it's going out and bringing in new people, but also just keeping the channel where it's not all lives when they come there to watch something.
Right.
Right. Well, what if you went into the
That's what-
shorts world?
Yeah, that's what I might have to do. But I'm just not good. Like Miss T is all up on those trends. I'm not good at following those trends. I have no clue what's going
Miss
on.
Lee is only 44 years old. Too.
True, she's in that genre.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. That's true. She's in that genre to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And hers are always so. I like the way she films them because they're always so brightly colored, like her backgrounds and stuff that she uses for them. The
Mhm.
way they're filmed is really good. I love that one where it was like she was outside. What was it? Oh, when you realize why your rent was low.
And then you start shooting. That one cracked me up. Now that
Trying to get back in that house. She'd be dead. She would be dead if they were aiming at her like apartment building. Too funny. Too funny. But yeah, oh my gosh. And it really like you see just how beautiful her eyes are in some of those because she's got good close-ups. Like I would say if you want to do trending shorts that she is somebody and like TikTok kind of shorts like that you're into those trending ones,
mm-hmm.
she's somebody to look at. Like she's definitely figured it out.
Okay.
Figured it out. I don't know
Okay.
for gardening if that would work so much. Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe that closer shot of some of the stuff. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. But yeah.
Yeah, but again, like sometimes a short can just like what I've talked to you about before is just some scenery and some
Yeah.
words on.
Yeah.
You know,
But that like
Can-
that one did okay, that video, but still it still keeps me relevant. You're right. It gets me to, put something out there and keeps me relevant.
Right.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I just
Well,
I'm
you doing
self-conscious.
the putting together your like I think I saw it first on TikTok. Putting together the grill. That was excellent.
Thank you. I need to do the bubble test maybe on a short so I can show people how to do that. Because you don't want a gas leak while you're grilling. Unless you want to meet the Lord.
I had to do that with this Mr. Heater Big Buddy this year because
Mhm. Yeah.
just because it was safe last year doesn't mean that something
What's
could have gone wrong.
what's your ratio that you use when you make that bubble solution? Does it matter?
I've actually used like a quarter cup of dish soap because I'm
Yeah.
just a little bit like
Yeah.
I don't want any surprises.
Right. No,
I
I
know
just
it's all
wasn't
over
sure
the
how
tank.
thick. I wasn't sure how thick to make the solution.
It's usually to like a how many gallons you reckon is in like a mop bucket? Because that's what I was using.
Okay. And a mop bucket and like a gallon to 2 gallons.
Yeah, a gallon of water, and then
With a
you
quarter cup.
maybe quarter
Okay.
cup.
Quarter cup
I
of,
don't
like,
know this bubble test that you're talking of.
The bubble test is basically you put the bubble solution over any place that it connects along that hose where you have connections to your propane and also to that connection to your propane, you put the bubbly stuff.
Mhm.
Turn on your propane. Do not ignite your grill. Do not put fire anywhere while you're doing it, and you watch for bubbles. You sit there and you just watch for bubbles. You do it really short because you don't want a lot of gas escaping. But
Right.
that's the idea: is you're looking for any kind of escaping gas along that line.
Mhm.
I don't know what it's like for the heater. It's pretty much the same thing.
Same thing. I mean, the hose is just longer, right? So
Yeah.
because I use a 15-pound tank of propane, but I don't want that anywhere near my heater, so I could put it around the corner, still have my buddy heater sitting here in the living room or whatever room I'm using it in. I'm trying to put, I think it's a 10-foot hose, so I put 10
Wow.
foot between the heater and the propane.
That's long.
You can brush it on,
Uh-huh.
or you can be kind of lazy and just run the hose through that bucket of water until you get to the ends, and then the ends you can use the brush technique where you brush it on.
Okay. What
Hmm.
J3, the skill to put the grill together was probably from my dad. Following him around and doing projects with him. And as he
Hmm.
got older, I remember like reminding him, like, Dad, I still have parts in my hand. Gotta, they like it was something. We gotta go back, double check something. But I can remember the very first like piece of furniture. I don't remember what it was, but I got the panels wrong, and you know they were when they had those holes with the little wood pegs.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and I had already glued them in and like set it up and went to bed because I was like, oh, I'll do the rest of this tomorrow. And I came down, so it's solid already. And I'm looking at the directions and like, oh no. When I go to put up the other side, I think it was like a desk or something. I'm like,
And
no.
I did that with the entertainment center back
Yeah.
when they had the little entertainment centers for your TV and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I did the paneling backwards. I was
Yeah.
like, oh well, because you know, like you had to
same.
slide the paneling in there and then screw the stuff together, and
Mhm.
I was like, it's gonna stay like that. I don't care.
That's what mine did too, because it was already glued and screwed. It was like, all right.
Mhm.
This is how it's going to be.
Yep, just gonna put
Yeah.
something in front of that.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So we just have to kind of think of some other
projects.
simple shorts that you can do.
Mhm.
You know, I do
Yeah.
find just sometimes it's just me, like, you know, even when I'm sitting outside, I'll just notice something and, you know, and go, well, I'm going to film that. I'm going to
Yeah.
film that thought,
Right. Right.
you know.
Well,
Yeah.
today, I mean, God, I wish I went out there like, I wish I went out like 5 minutes earlier, but it was like a spontaneous thing. I heard there's a plane that comes from Junction City Airport that does stunts. It's a stunt plane.
Yeah.
And he had the smoke and everything going. And I said, oh, I'm getting a drone because he's close enough where I could capture him without me being in his airspace. By the time I got it all connected up and I got all the satellites, I put it up in the air. He
Right.
goes back to Junction City for
Ah,
to quit. And I'm like,
Mm.
right. I love it when you can hear them in your video. As soon as you get out there, suddenly a helicopter decides to fly over, but you can't see where they are. They're just making all that noise. And
yeah.
it's like, thank
Especially here in the valley because they could be like, you know, behind
you.
the
Mhm.
ridge behind me, and I would never. I would think, well, they're coming over the ridge. They'll be here in a minute.
Right.
But no, usually they, because sometimes they take a different path. It depends what hospital they're taking people to, but you know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about Misty. Oh, I got to see your shorts then, J3, and see what you got going on if you're the one who
Oh
helped
goodness.
her out with that. You
Yeah, it's
know?
like if I try to film early in the morning, I usually catch the train. And
Right.
I'm like,
Mm.
really?
Yeah. That's what happened today. There was no birds when I've got all that bread. As soon as I step back into my yard, all of a sudden they're all going off about something up in the trees. And I'm like, really? I just start filming and y'all got to get this loud? Like, really? Then the helicopter, then the emergency services, you can hear them. And it's so
Okay.
weird because their siren sounded sad. Like it didn't sound like a regular siren. It was like when they put it on slow, like,
Yeah.
it was just
Oh,
Mm.
Hey, Angel.
that is sad.
I'm like, really,
Hi, Angel.
Angel? Yeah.
I am heading to bed, y'all. So
All right.
Hmm.
Thank you for joining us.
y'all have a good night. But yeah, go check out some Vlogmas videos and
Okay.
will.
they'll give you some ideas.
Check your
All right.
channel out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cece. Appreciate
Have a good
you.
night, CC.
Yep. For sure.
What's up, Angel?
Good night, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much for all your love and support
I
and
hear you.
doing all the work. I love that. I need to get myself and this kid to bed. We're going to be mean tomorrow if we don't.
Right? I hear you.
That's how it
Thank
is.
you, Sharon. Lord bless you for doing what you do for our side chat, and just thank you for hanging out with us.
Okay, so she didn't get them from you. That we're catching on. So it's just because of her age. She's young, so she's young and hip, and so she gets the young and hip stuff, and she knows how to use the young and hip stuff.
Mm,
None of us can. Mm.
I
Everybody
just
saying
can't
goodnight. Good night to
keep up.
CC. Yeah, I'm not one that can do trends. And you want to keep it in to the line of
When it's
who we
relevant
are. Yeah,
to
exactly.
does it fit in with the channel? But I mean, I'm not niching down that far, so I could do some
Mm-mm.
of them.
Good.
I'm amazed at this one lady who is, and I couldn't do this, but she's a little bit larger lady, and she does these dance trends, and her channel just like exploded. But she has, she can dance. But it gave her the platform to talk about that she has, I don't know if it's lymphedema. Like, she's like, I know you see this weight on me, but it's not what you think. That there is this thing called, and I think it's lymphedema, where I can't help what's going on with my legs, and that it causes like this excess feeling of just weight and pain on my body that I can't get off, like, because it is not the typical, like, I just gained weight because I'm not eating right. And I've read a little bit about it, but I don't know much about it. Yeah. Anyway, her channel exploded just from her doing it, just from her enjoying herself
Being honest.
and being honest. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, the
just
people don't need the fake, and there's enough fake in the world, and so
right.
people struggling. That's
Right.
they love to know about, like, intrigue. If there's something intriguing about your life story, then they want to know that, and they
Right.
want to know that they can relate to you too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I do see like these families, and I'm like, yeah, I don't see me doing all that with my family. My husband would never go for some of those kids at all. Like, some of the things that the couples do, I'm like, yeah, I can't see it. But they're so fun to watch. Like these cute
yeah,
little couples doing them. They are fun.
yeah. Well, I know there are some couples that only the woman's on screen, the man's never on the screen.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen that
Mhm.
too. Where she's doing like a dance challenge, but he's in the room, but he's not participating. But like, he's there supporting her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Angel, I'm sorry you're having trouble with your knee.
Yeah, I wanted to know, is that something new injury, or is this something?
My husband has to wear one of those sleeves around now because all he did was just twist it the wrong way on a commercial job with his guys.
If I'm not mistaken, she blew out her knee.
Oh, we'll be praying for you, Angel.
Oh, how awful.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have a young friend. He did that practicing karate at the beach. His leg remained stagnant as he went to. It did twisted wrong, did something wrong, but it was the foot, of course, that was in the sand, didn't move properly, and he just totally blew it out and needed surgery for it.
That's what happens when you try to impress the chicks.
Possibly. It possibly was exactly that.
Yeah. Doing karate at the beach.
Yes. Well, we all had that for our youth group growing up. Our youth pastor knew how to do like gymnastics and karate, and he did it as like little ministries. And the ones coming up after me, because I was a senior at the time, they got to travel to New York and do the gymnastics and the vaulting. Like he taught them how to vault and everything. It was kind of cool. But yeah, the karate, it was taekwondo was part of it. So I do know how to do. I used to know how to do a flying side kick, roundhouse kicks. I loved doing the kicks, and I loved Chuck Norris. Still do. Um, yeah, I love those scissor kicks. I wish I was that flexible even back then, where they can just go wham and like kick you like short people for pop. Amazing.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah, no, I'd fall over, probably piddle my pants,
oh yeah,
all the
totally.
whole 9
Yeah,
yards,
like totally. There's always
and pull
yeah,
something, and
yeah,
go, okay, yeah, I can't function now. I
yeah.
can't get up.
Mm-mm. I
I've
wouldn't mind working.
fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, Angel, I hope so too. My mom had done that, and all she needed was just some physical therapy and strengthening of all the tendons around the knee. But she had to see somebody, of course, to say that. Like it had to be looked at. So I hope it doesn't cost you too much if you have to go and get it looked at.
Yesterday, I did attempt to put my security cameras. The first one, I've put it in the chicken coop. I thought I'd start there,
Yeah.
and could not do it. My son came, and of course, it took him all of like maybe 35 seconds.
Oh no. I hate it
For
when
me,
that-
it's getting, it was like, first it was like, okay, I have to get into the coop because I have to get to the opposite side because the
Yeah.
nesting boxes are here and I want in that corner. And I've got 2 roosting bars. And so I have 1 foot up and I'm going to use the roosting bar in the door to, hoist myself up. And it was like, no, you can't. No, you do not have that ability. You need a step up. So I go and I try to look for something that maybe is a little step up. And then I
And
go,
you're not short either, too. So
no, because I can put my foot up on, like
yeah.
it's quite tall, like
Mhm.
probably goes up to just above my knee, so I could put my
Mhm.
foot up, but don't ask myself to pull myself up. So I
Right.
get a chair and I'm standing on the chair so that I can step over to the said coop, but I've got these 2 roosting bars, so I'm
Right.
getting myself over, just my torso over top. And now I'm in this position. And
Oh,
again,
that's horrible.
who has no core? This person. So it's like, okay, well, but I gotta, it's up
Uh,
there. So I'm
uh,
got the drill and I'm holding it above my head like this. And it's just like, okay,
ow.
can you, I'm trying to feel it. It's like, can I, no, that's not it. No. And
Oh,
fortunately, I didn't
geez.
drop down into the wood chips.
Yeah.
And then when I came down, it was like, oh, what is that in my back that hurts there?
Oh
I don't
no.
know what that is. Oh, what's this on the side of me? What the heck was I doing? So it was like, yeah, no, you have no core strength, Maureen. No more core strength. And so I just texted my brother or my son, I mean, and
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, on your way home, can you pop in?" Because I thought it'll take him a second. Sure enough, he just went. He goes, "Where do you want it?" Right there, and he goes, "Bzz," there, it's in, because it's just like a screw this big.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
how many other screw? Bzz, there. And you're like,
Mhm. Is it like the one that Barry and I have? Do you have
it's a blink.
solar? Oh, okay. I don't know what Blink is.
Okay, yeah, no, it's not
I mean, does
solar.
it rotate? Does it move
Not on its own.
around?
Oh no, but it doesn't move. It's static. But the way my Wi-Fi is, I don't know if it's gonna make it out past because I have
Mm.
plaster walls on my house.
Yeah, but I
Um,
have CBS and mine's all the way in the back on a tree. So possibly
it's
might work.
Canadian internet. If I
True.
paid $14,000, I could
Yes.
get Wi-Fi out in my backyard. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Mhm.
might yeah. I wonder
Yeah.
we didn't ask Randall whose it was
Oh.
that was buff like behind the other. We should have asked him because he's
No.
closer to me.
A Wi-Fi repeater. You could order a Wi-Fi repeater. It shouldn't cost that much.
I'm sorry, a what?
A Wi-Fi repeater.
Wait, does it plug in some? What do we do with the Wi-Fi repeater?
Yeah, I mean, you plug it into whatever, like a wall. It might be close to the area that you're trying to cover,
Oh,
and then
I need that.
you put in your private details, like your password, all
Okay.
that, It picks up your Wi-Fi from your main modem and then rebroadcast it.
Yeah, I have a mesh network. Like my house is 2,700 square feet, or no, 2,300 square feet on the main floor. And we have to have a mesh network in this house just to get the internet to go to the other
room.
parts. And so
Oh,
even
yeah.
trying to get it out to my studio, like my bedroom, like so, like so, you know, like the Wi-Fi is just right, you know, behind me, and then my dining room, my bedroom there, and then it's not much farther to the studio outside. And I have a hard time getting Wi-Fi out to the studio, or even in the middle of the backyard.
Do you have,
And I think it's because of it's not just the it's the concrete on the house, but it's all the metal work that's holding the concrete up.
okay,
right?
so let me ask you, do you have an extra Ethernet port on your modem? It's not being-
Yes. Well,
There's
the mesh network is
another
plugged
option.
into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Would it be a really long?
So I have a
cord?
mesh right here. I have a
That
mesh
sounds like
here.
mesh.
I know I don't know what a
Mesh.
mesh network is. What is that? They just throw a
So-
net over your house and wire it? Like what is?
It's like a wireless internet, but it covers like your whole town.
It goes a little. It's like a repeater. So you know,
Okay.
you
We
have
have
one
it here.
here, and one here, and one here. They're gonna help to take it out a little farther. But it's like I have one in the larder and then one in my tenant's suite, just so that we can have a better spread out of Wi-Fi.
Well, my thought was that if you had an extra Ethernet port, then you might be able to get by with running how far, what's the distance between the modem and your
Chicken
studio?
coop or studio?
Just
I'm
a
not
rough
good at.
estimate.
I'm
Just
not
a
a.
rough-
Yeah.
Right. Because what I'm thinking is you might be able to run an Ethernet cable back to the studio, and then there would be a router, strictly a router, and then the router would have that Ethernet plugged into it, and then it provide Wi-Fi or direct connect to your devices in that room.
So she would have the modem in her house, a long wire, and at this end she would have the router.
Yeah, so the router would be located in her studio.
Okay. Oh, thank you,
But-
Angel.
Thank
hope
you.
you're not- Hope you're not in too much pain, hon. Needs-
Yeah, the problem is the wire outside. I do have a cord that can go all the way out there, but then I can't close my sliding door.
No.
poo.
Hmm.
I'm
And it
wondering
would be
though, well, you guys have winter there, if you would take it out the door, like you know how they have those prongs that you can stick it into the wall. So you prong the wire, go up at the top of the door and out, like at your house. So it doesn't use up that much space to go out of the house.
I wish I was her neighbor.
Yeah, I know, me too. You and I could go work on it for her.
Yeah.
Modem gets net to house, router moves it to devices. Aha.
Yeah, but you can also get by with a switcher, which you still would have to run the cable from. You would have to run the Ethernet cable from the modem to the studio. So
Yeah.
I can
That's
put.
a hard
I think I did have another one of those little ones that you just plug into the wall, but it's the fact that I took the receiver out to the studio, hoping that it would make the connection, but it didn't. And now that I moved it back into the house, and it's still not making a connection. So I'm not able to use the camera out there yet. So
I want to get a
it's too far away, I
camera
think.
a dash cam, but my car doesn't have like the Wi-Fi built in. I'm not at that level of earning. And I wondered
Oh,
how
you
it
mean
would
you
work.
want to be a walking um, time bomb where it's like
Yeah,
all the internet is attracted to you in your car? Ah.
yeah. And not that I don't have that, but I don't know if it would even work with like my phone hotspot, but I do want a dash cam after seeing like I don't know if everybody's seen that video where it's a car of people and they pull in front of the guy and it's not road rage. It's intentional for insurance scams. They pull in front of him and then not just stop quick, they backed up into the front of his car. Like stop for a second, whoosh, right into the front of his car. And they all get out and they're like, oh, supposedly in that area, if someone is not like physically injured, the cop doesn't come on scene. Thankfully, a pedestrian who saw it, not pedestrian, but an onlooker who was driving, saw it happen, went and filed a report at the closest police station of what they saw.
Wow.
But thankfully, he had a dash cam. And so when they all get out of the car, like it's the craziest thing. You see them put up some kind of thing in the car, like a blanket. The drivers even changed. That's why they did it. Drivers change. Get out of the car. They're all checking for damage. And what was so cool in the video is you see the male that was in the car see his dash cam. He just sees it. And he goes, and like kind of makes a face like, oh, what? Well, the people who saw that video vandalized that car. All the people, once it went out into the internet, they saw the license plate, I guess, in the video, and it was in their neighborhood, and they vandalized that car. But yeah, I want a dash cam for that. Hey,
Welcome back,
GT. Yeah, right. I don't know how to do that though, Duncan. Your house is a Faraday cage.
well,
That'll
it
be
should
good.
be.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's what we should have, and blue roofs apparently.
Yeah, blue roofs. Yeah, Homestead Aquarius and I were talking about blue roofs. Yeah, I don't know if anybody heard that in the side chat, if Dutch Sense actually saw some scary stuff or not, and that's why he's not up doing his lives as much. He just came back and started. Hey, Serena, welcome in. I'm not really sure.
Such a sweetheart.
Oh, look at that. Which one is it? Because you did have a renaming. Not everybody
This
knows
is Sweet Pea.
that
Yeah.
is Sweet Pea. Okay. Formerly Joe, now Sweet Pea. She's been renamed because that fits her so much better.
Yeah.
She is a sweetie. She's like, let me just get ready for my close up, clean myself up.
But I like she just looks up at you.
I know, I love it. I love it when they reach in and they just nuzzle, like they do the face.
Apple of my eye. Don't know when and I don't know why. 'Cause you're the only reason I keep on coming home.
Yeah, they're little climbers right up his leg, Mike. We were
Hello, Serena.
Talking last night after the stream, and he's like,
Yeah.
I wear leggings that would like, woo. I know, wasn't that beautiful, GT?
It's Amos. Oh, what's his? Oh, Amos Lee. It's an Amos Lee song. I used to do quite a few of his songs on guitar.
That was pretty. I know, isn't she a beautiful songbird? God bless that.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
I also saw a short, and I didn't know this, that I guess Michael Jackson, of course, owned the royalties to his own songs. Like he would get royalties from his songs. Bought Elvis's. So he would get the royalties from Elvis. And then he was talking to Paul McCartney, and he was like, if you would sell the Beatles royalties, like how much do you think you would? And he's like, oh, mate, probably about 60 million. He said, "Oh, okay." And he got right on the phone after that conversation and bought the Beatles royalties too. I never knew he was such a businessman besides
Mhm.
being an entertainer.
Yeah, it's MJ. Like some of the songs that I have recorded,
Mhm.
it's his company that owns the publishing rights. So I
Wow.
pay money. I have to pay my replication rights to the publishing company. It's MJ something, but yeah,
Wow.
no, he owns a lot of music.
Wow. Well,
So
his estate does now.
yeah.
Which
Mhm.
baseball team is popular in the Catholic Church? The Cardinals. Why did the bird have to be disciplined? It committed a cardinal sin. I used to love the Cardinals. I would see them a lot more up in PA, but my parents had a couple that would come back, or their children would every year at their house
Mm.
in Boca. And I just love the way they tweet. I mean, they're savage. They're birds. Birds can be savage. Same thing with Blue Jays and
Not as bad
crows.
as Blue Jays. Blue
Hmm?
Jays are cutthroat.
No, they're all that way.
The one
But Blue
Jay,
Jays are very noisy, and you want to like
yeah,
slap them.
I forget whatever Jay that we have here. That comes out in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
But it has the look of the Blue Jays and stuff like that, but it's not
The
that.
scrub,
It's not the name of
scrub
it.
jay, scrub jay.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay,
And it just has an awful
right.
bird song.
It's annoying.
It's like it just is this like guttural "Bah!" You're
Yep.
like, wow, you're so beautiful, but yet you sound awful.
Right. And they talk to each other. They'll get in groups and talk to each other that way with that voice. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of their song either, or their voices and calls. Same thing. We have the grackles that they're very.
With a
It's
G,
a grackle.
grackle.
It's a blackbird, and it usually is along waterways. It's a big blackbird, and it makes this call, and it's like "Ah, ah, ah," and then after it makes that call, it snaps its beak. It's the weirdest thing. Like
Mm.
it'll make a snapping sound. But
Mhm.
get a bunch of them together, you can't video because it's so loud in the background. And I get them.
Wow.
They will come and land in my tree right as I'm starting a video in the backyard. I'm like, really? Do you have some kind of sixth sense of who are creators in the neighborhood and when they're gonna film? But the one that's kind of, it would be annoying if it was always singing, but is cool because it's not, is the kingfisher. Does that really neat
I've never
call.
heard it.
It's really a neat call, and then it dives down for its fish.
Huh.
That's when you get bottle rockets that have that report at the end when they go up. They go bang. You could
Scare them all.
then you start filming just real quick.
Yeah, right. I did when Hannah was the baby. I did that to Blue Jays in the tree that was right near her room. I threw a rock up there. I was like, "Get out of there! Get out of there!" Because I didn't want them to wake her up. She was finally getting a nap, and I think it had just been a rough night, and she wasn't sleeping well. And it was like a huge group of them just were out making all kinds of noise.
Sorry.
And yeah. Which birds play baseball? St. Louis Cardinals, Baltimore Orioles, and the Toronto Blue Jays. What is the bird's favorite retired talk show host? Blue Jay Leno. Cute. But yeah, otherwise I always loved bird watching. I love the little, like the sparrows and the smaller birds. They're just so pretty in the way they flit about. But yeah, I've always been a fan of birds.
I didn't know the kingfisher was little.
Yeah, they're
It's
little.
not a big bird.
And they got a cool little hairdo or feather do.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an odd looking bird, but it's a cool thing. It's a cool little thing.
Yeah, because it's got such a long beak.
Oh my goodness, what? That's
Oh.
scary. We don't have any mountain lions in our area. If you hear a mockingbird doing that, it's usually because they don't have a mate. It's the male calling for a mate. They'll do that here. And it's like, oh, okay, somebody please find him a date so he will shut up. It's like late at night that they're making their calls. And they can learn all kinds of different calls from their surroundings. And when they first started getting those alarms for people's cars, they could do that sound. It was like, choop, choop. Yeah, and do all those weird noises.
It's called a stellar jay.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen that one. That's scary. They chirp when they are communicating with each other. Well, that's like you see that with house cats will do that when they see sometimes birds outside. They'll do that little and try and chirp like the bird.
Mhm.
Think it's a hunting thing for them. Or communication too, like letting their family know there's a bird.
Mm.
It's fascinating.
Well, this one doesn't care right now.
Oh,
It's crashed.
oh, it's so blue. It's really, you're
Yeah.
right. It is pretty.
I don't know if you'll get to hear it. I'm going to turn it up here.
Okay. Oh,
I
it
don't know
is
if you
a
can hear
pretty.
that.
Look at that blue. That you got pretty jays. Oh gosh. Sounds like it needs a cough drop.
And when you have like 5 of them in your
Right.
tree,
Yes.
oops, when you have 5 of them doing that at the same time,
Right.
it's just awful. And like that wasn't loud. It's loud at home.
You should
Just
hear an angry
bizarre.
woodpecker. Angry woodpeckers will fly
Angry
around there.
woodpecker.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
they will fly around their nest if there's something close, and they're just this horrible cawing sound
Here, I'm looking it up.
until
the-
whatever it is goes away.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get the sound.
I don't know if
up
I can
to
find
this.
angry woodpecker.
I'm looking up the mountain lion. Hold on. I might.
I see
right.
pleated woodpecker.
Okay, let's see if we can do that one. All right, let me go back and see if I can turn it on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine going, oh, what's that pretty little bird? Go in your backyard. See that big old mountain lion. Thanks for letting us know that, Duncan, in case I ever move. Yes, they do. Oh, you feed them. So you're part of the problem, Mike. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, we have little woodpeckers. I forget what they're called. They're a certain type. Because there's a couple different woodpeckers. I know. Wasn't that crazy?
Oh, ours are pretty good size.
Yeah,
They
there's the
get close.
redheaded, larger ones.
Well,
Yeah.
we have like several species here, but
Little one.
like
Oh,
the
we do
most
too.
common is the red-headed woodpecker, like Woody Woodpecker.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost the same size as like a full-grown raven or a crow.
Mm.
Almost.
Is that the one you mean? The redheaded woodpecker?
We have I forget how many species we have here, but I see the red ones more than I do the others. And there was one right here right here by my window one day, and where the wood is starting to go bad on this porch. He was sitting there pecking at it, trying to get him some insects out of the wood.
Is it the one with the stripes with the red head? Does it have the stripes on its face? The pileated woodpecker, or just the red-headed woodpecker? Okay,
I
wait.
think
This
ours
one.
does.
This one's Gettysburg, so that's. Oh, sorry. Just started the sound.
We didn't hear anything.
Hold on. No, good. Okay. All right. Stop. I'm pausing you. Pause. Pause.
I didn't say anything. That'd be good for now.
Not you, Barry. Okay. Let me see. Oh,
Ours, I think, have it on their chest. I don't think they have it on their head.
okay.
And ours look so rough. Those look like they've been,
They're beautiful.
yeah, looks like they've been domesticated.
The grooming, they've got their groomed.
Yeah, they do.
I think, but what I see the most are the white. They're like a white and brown spotted, and they're a bit smaller than.
Oh, we have the spotted ones too. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cute actually.
Yeah, they are. They're beautiful, but
They're
you know,
cute.
if you got anything that's rotting, they will get to it. They will. Well, there was for the longest time there was a tree out here that had no top to it.
Yes,
It was
he's being
just
good.
a trunk going up for about
Mhm.
25 feet, and it was so riddled with woodpecker holes and stuff that I went like this, and the whole thing just swayed.
Oh my god.
And I went out there and I grabbed a rope and I threw it
Yeah.
around it, pulled it like this, and the whole thing snapped, about knocked me over.
Oh my.
Wow.
I said, you know, by the time you get, and I was, to my surprise, there was no termites in it. So I guess they had finished that tree off. I mean,
Right.
there was nothing left of it.
Wow.
You hit the ground, it split up in a bunch of pieces, and you know, of course, I left it
Wow.
because you don't want
Mhm.
to bring that in your house. But
No. Yeah, that's terrifying, Duncan, that you could hear them in front of you and then you could hear another one answer behind you with the lions or mountain lions. No, thank you. Any big cat, no, thank you. Or big bears, no, thank you. Looks like what he was saying. Like, yeah, I was looking for that one. They had one though that had stripes. It wasn't it. Let me see. I can. Oh, I closed it. So it brings up like a lot of red-headed woodpeckers instead of the one that's like that. Yeah, that I didn't know there was so many red-headed woodpeckers. We'll just say. Calling and creating. Yeah, I can't find one. Oh, here's an angry woodpecker, but I don't know if it's the. Oh, here we've got learn 7 common woodpecker calls, Eastern North America. Do. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh.
You trying to coax it up? Come on, come
Yeah,
on,
come on.
come on, little video. You can do it. You can do it.
More coaxing it for my computer. I didn't know if my computer could bring it up. It was being slow. All right, let me look it up. Yeah, that's the big one I thought too. The pileated. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. All right, there we go. Got it? Okay. Let me unmute.
you are such a sweetheart.
This is the downy. This is the one we
Fascinating
have.
and charismatic birds
Oh,
that are a
shoot,
treat
he's
to have
talking.
in your backyard.
Crap.
Often seen on the sides of trees or on suet feeders,
Stop talking. We want to hear
very
the bird.
noisy with their call
Okay. Where are the calls? Okay, there.
by call.
That's the pileated. Oh my gosh, that one's adorable.
Aww.
I thought it was just going to have the call. We have one that's similar like that, but it has red on its head. And I think it was the first one.
The similar looking hairy woodpecker
No, he's not. I thought it was just going to be the sounds. That's the one we have right here. Red, what's it called? Red-bellied woodpecker.
of chur.
He's not doing this. Maybe at the end. Doing it yet?
Red-headed woodpeckers
No.
will also make loud.
He's just describing it. Darn it. He's not letting them just
Mm.
make the calls.
Hmm.
But yeah, we have that one. They're cute.
They are very cute.
They'll usually too all of a sudden show up in pairs on our the top of our palm tree because they're eating the bugs off of it, and they hop around the tree. It's so cute.
I got a red belly too a lot.
You do. Aren't they
Mm.
adorable, Mike? I haven't seen the I've never seen the pilated or pilated, whatever. Oh, is it like a Pilates? Maybe Pilates woodpecker. Okay,
I thought it was
try and-
pelleted.
Yeah, pelleted. I don't know. That's what
Pilated.
Hey, Garden Warrior.
Pilated,
Mm.
affiliated.
Hello, Garden Warrior.
Okay, let's see if I can. All right. It's for common sound. Oops. Yeah, it's the same guy. I think he's going to talk over it. Hold
And they
on.
don't make any of the sounds.
No, it's saying
I
you're
just
going to learn
used
them.
it.
Okay. Oh, come on. Now it's not letting me forward it. Okay, I got one. This one is making sounds. It's just acting up.
I got a correction. It's pronounced pileated.
Pileated? So you said
Pileated.
pileated. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
got correct. I got the correct information sent to me.
Oh. Great.
Oh yeah, I did look at this one, but I couldn't find an angry one. But I do like the cook that they do here. Walk, walk.
Oh, no. That's actually kind of cute. Like they're laughing. That's such a good joke. That's not showing like a
I
real.
hear that a lot here.
Wow.
Man, they're loud.
Yeah. And then you couple that with the echo from this valley here.
Yeah. That was kind of cool though.
So it carries pretty far.
Right. Yeah, because it's so also quiet in the woods. Oh, it was your short, Mike's? I didn't see. Okay. Sounds like a fart on a wood chair. Cheap teeth. It's a powerful fart.
I'm sorry, Kitty.
That's hilarious.
So funny.
Scared the cat. Let me see.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cat's got such a good life.
What? Your cat's laughing?
I said cats have such a good life.
Oh, life. Yeah, it's like what?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. Let me see. Look in your short. All right. Do you know about how long? Oh, here it is. It's right here. Okay. Hold on. I can't find the. Okay. Wait, no, stop. Pause.
Well, her auntie called her, so she got up.
Aw. Sweet babies.
Her shirt says, "What are you going to do today, Maureen?"
Aw. All right. Oops.
Mm.
Let me play it. This is Mike's. This is from Mike's Chaotic Garden, but go over and view it, hitting the like button. Oh my golly. Sounds like almost like a little monkey.
I've never heard that goofy woodpecker laugh like that before.
No. Wow, Mike's. I'm just finishing the short so it gives you the full credit.
It sounds like
from
Woody
me.
Woodpecker, but in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
wild.
sounds funny.
That was wild. That was wild. Wait, what happened? Why is Barry still down there?
I don't know.
That was
No, I
weird.
don't know. Thought I was in like put in the corner. The baby in the corner.
I was like, I was hearing Mike on his short, and I'm like, who's up on panel? Who's that voice?
That's right. It says, "What are you doing today, Maureen? Diva in the dirt."
I love it.
It's my catchphrase.
Yes, it is. You have all those things. Gonna be a star.
Gonna be a
Gotta go on.
star.
Yes, gonna be a star.
Gonna be a star. Mm-hmm.
What's going on, GT?
That's cute.
Then dealing with
Then-
my son and this girl, and
Oh,
No.
Oh, and
Oh,
you're remembering your life, you know,
Mhm.
as a young
he
man
ain't
and
even
with
10% of the. He's not even 10% of the guy that I was at that
hmm
age. So
and you want to
Is that-
keep it that way.
is that a hallelujah?
that's a hallelujah. Do you know I had to call my parents and apologize for some of my behaviors?
I've done that.
Yeah, I did because I
I've done
was a nervous wreck last week. I was gone, and
Mm.
the next day I couldn't tell everything because I needed to talk to my son's mom. And then finally I talked to her, and then I told my dad what happened. I apologized. Did the same thing for my stepmom. Had to apologize to them because I didn't understand the gravity of certain
Right.
situations. And
Serena, we
Having
covered
some-
it in the beginning, but it's basically vlogging through Christmas, and you try and put out a video a day, or you can do the 12 days of Vlogmas and do a video a day or short every single day for those 12 days. It helps channels
Yeah, I was just gonna type that out.
get out there. Oh, okay. Did I help though, so you didn't have to?
Yes, you did. I love that we
I
did it together.
I didn't know if you were
Yes.
grabbing a bite when you put that screen up. So
No,
that's so
no,
that's
it's
so
because I'm
hard.
tired,
GT.
and then I'm just doing that all the time,
No.
and so I
Oh,
don't
no,
want to be
don't
sitting here like this, trying not to yawn.
Don't-
Hey,
don't-
hey.
oh,
Mine
you
wouldn't
said
come
it or
out,
something. What happened?
right?
Mm,
I go like,
yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
this living on 2 to 3 hours of sleep every day.
that's not good.
No, it's not.
No, that's one
No,
thing.
and I tell myself, I go, okay, you don't
Right.
have to get up to 7:45 to get the ladies up, get
Right.
them up, and then get back into bed. But I'm up for about a half hour, and all that fresh air and la la la. Now I'm back in bed, and you're like, no, I'm not tired now. I'm not tired now.
Oh, I would have no problem with that. I could la 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 drive Hannah to work, get home, and go right back to bed if I didn't have Malachi.
Me too.
Mm.
So did y'all
I
have
can-
the same cartoons that we did in Canada, Maureen?
Which
Like the
are?
Smurfs?
Yep.
La
Okay.
la 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 la.
Yeah,
you-
like Smurfs I'm a little old for Smurfs, so but I loved watching Flintstones, the Brady Bunch. Those would come on every day.
Right.
At 4:00, the Flintstones would come on, and I get to watch those. We had the Jetsons. Gotta think of like Scooby Doo for cartoons. But we had Mr. Dress Up, and that
Wow.
was a Canadian.
Never heard that one.
Yeah, Mr. Dress Up, and the Friendly Giant, both
Mr.
Canadian.
Dress Up.
So
Mr. Dress Up.
did he just dress up in different costumes and represent those things? Okay. That makes sense.
I have
like
a
when
problem.
people.
Go ahead.
What's
Go
your
ahead,
problem?
Marie.
I was
Oh,
going to read that. Go ahead.
The Mr. Dress Up, it's not like, we're all tainted, when you go, what kind of dress up was he doing? No.
Yes.
He had a tickle trunk. It was the thing is, it was like tickle trunk of costumes and fun things to do, right?
Right.
So, yeah. And we did have Mr. Rogers, like that was also aired up here. But yeah, we did have some Canadian. Sharon, Lois, and Bram, and they you know what?
I can't do that with my mouth shut. Yeah, no. You put a hand over your mouth is etiquette too.
Yeah, and
I can
I
do the
know, but
mouth
that
shut a
really
little bit.
shows the yawn. And they always go skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo.
Yes,
I love you.
yes.
Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you.
Yep. We had that with We Sing videos for Hannah. All the We Sing videos, and they would do different adventures, but they would have all the songs.
All right, so the
Here's
Smurfs.
George Jetson, his wife Judy.
I
My
know.
problem with the Smurfs is something was wrong with the writers because there was only one female when they first started out.
What was wrong with them?
Straight sausage
was up
party.
with
Like
that?
what?
It took,
It
like
was like a
what?
male sorority, and they went over and
Where did
stayed
all
the only girl in town. And
where did all the other females go? Like what happened? There's a whole other story behind there. Like what?
towards the end of their, peak of
Yeah.
the show, they brought,
More
the
in.
babies in and stuff. And
Yeah.
a couple of them were females, but they never progressed much further than being little kids.
Mm,
So it's
that's
like,
so weird.
we still have a problem here. Maybe they should just let Gargamel take them all.
Romper and the Magic Mirror. I didn't realize that Jimmy, not Kimmel, the other one, Jimmy Fallon was on the Electric Company.
Oh, was
saw-
he?
Yeah, I saw a short and he sang a song on the Electric Company. I don't know if he was always on there, but yeah.
Yeah, and Morgan Freeman, he was on the Electric Company.
Was he? I don't I don't remember. I remember the name of it. I know that I watched it. Can't remember a thing about it.
I bought that movie.
Which movie?
I bought that. The Electric Company, the
Oh, did you?
Bills. There's the Bills on PBS and something else. Somebody was talking about something, and it was like, do you know three branches of government? And I started the name
I'm
of
just a bill. Just a
yes. And it was like, what are the duties of the bill? I mean, of the three branches. I was like, oh man. And so I was in the chat. So I went to Amazon. I'm like, let me find this. And I found it. I was like, man, I'm buying this. Purchase.
It was good when we were little. And I'm living
Yeah.
in a little hill. I remember. And he looked like a little bill.
Yeah.
Drake
y'all
was on
remember
that
the Reading
show?
Rainbow?
Yeah, I was not fond
Why
of
you got
reading
your mouth
Rainbow.
open, Carol? What you reading?
I didn't know he was around that long. Drake was on which show? Which one? The Degrassi Junior. I don't know about the Degrassi Junior High one.
Yeah, LeVar
yeah.
Burton was on Star Trek. He also appeared on Reading Rainbow.
Wait, who?
LeVar Burton. He
Oh
played
yeah,
the
yeah.
blind
He was the Reading Rainbow guy. Yep.
engineer. Yeah, he played the blind engineer on Star Trek. But did you know he was actually blind?
No.
A lot of people don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Was he legally blind where he could
Legally
still see
blind, yeah.
stuff? Okay.
Yeah, he could still make out shapes, But,
Yeah.
yeah. Can you imagine him
Oh,
just
wow.
a blind man playing a blind man's role?
Right.
I thought that he could.
Go ahead.
Shapes like, yeah,
Hmm.
it's because there's different levels of blindness,
Is that the Jim Henson one from back in the day, the Dark Crystal, with all the crazy looking things, and David Bowie on it?
That was Labyrinth, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
that
going to
was
play
Labyrinth.
this one here.
That's right. That was Labyrinth.
Family, because here comes Easy Reader.
Top to bottom and left to right. Reading stuff is out
Out
of
of
sight.
sight.
What's happening,
No.
Carmel?
Look at him.
And what I'm needing
yeah,
is
bright
something
green
for
shirt.
Stanley, baby. Sock it to old Easy.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, he's resting. He was laying a lot of words on me, so he'll be with him one.
Right.
Oh.
That reading stuff is out of sight.
Yeah, so he would sing and he would, kind of dance and
Wow, I didn't.
oh yeah, there you
remember
go.
that. I just remembered I
All
liked
the
it.
words around. As long as they are written down.
That's good.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
was
I would
wild.
groovy
have never
stuff,
known.
groovy stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon's was the.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find his little skit that he did. That's wild. I did not. I just
Mhm.
remember liking it. Yeah.
I just looked this
Mhm.
up, and that was a misconception that somebody started. LeVar was not blind, so I've been lied to by Google again.
Yeah.
He wasn't, right?
Yeah.
I
I
looked
didn't think
deep into
LeVar
it. I
Burton
was
was
like, wait a
blind.
minute,
Me
Because
either.
how
Oh,
could he-
shoot. Sorry.
because somebody would
Yeah.
have to lead him around the set. wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And
like
then
how would-
he played in Roots too. So I was like,
he-
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was young, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's young here, but it looks like it's an older electric company. Like more.
Oh, y'all making me feel old. Stop.
No. You got it up. I can't see both. Is it up so I can play? Okay.
It is up. Yep.
Okay.
It's up.
Thank you.
I got a pocket full of bitches that I'm not afraid to use. I keep a couple extras in the laces.
Oh, he's not young.
No. He just hasn't changed. No, it's from I found out because Billie, I guess Eilish, it's a short where she talks about it that she watched it when she was younger. So it
Oh,
was like a more
wow.
recent Electric company, like maybe a remake. And then they showed a clip of him doing that. And I was like, yeah, because I don't remember
All
Jimmy
right.
Fallon. But I don't
I
remember
like
it.
Schoolhouse Rock. That one was good.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, okay, Mike. It was after the Dark Crystal. Labyrinth came after. Okay. Oh yeah, that was. I always thought that one was weird.
Yeah, I bought
Yeah, no, I like-
Jetson as
I like
well.
that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. You're
I'm
a
a movie
collector,
guy,
hey?
so
Yeah.
I love movies, eh? I love it when Canadians do that. I'm like, what does that
Eh?
mean?
Yep,
Well,
that one, Mike. I'm just a bit that I'm sitting
Mhm.
on a little hill.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I bought iRobot again.
did you? So you
Yeah.
could scare yourself about our future.
I wanted to know a little bit more because I used to like that movie. It's a
Mhm.
whole bunch of movies, but with everything was going on about 3 weeks ago, I got
Mm.
lost on. I looked at a
Right.
reel. Next thing you know, they just kept feeding it to me,
Right.
and I told my son, I said, "Boy, you got a different fight than I do."
You
Right.
fell down
I
that
said,
rabbit hole
"Ooh-wee."
and couldn't get out.
There's so many
Yeah.
rabbit holes right now to fall down.
Yeah, I didn't even want to go to sleep. I
Yeah.
was I was like, man, I'm
Mm.
having bad
You
dreams.
mean the
of-
ones about that actor, the rabbit hole, or about the AI that it's here?
Hey, you talking about Roger Rabbit?
No, I just didn't know which rabbit hole. There's multiple
Oh.
rabbit holes right now going on YouTube. So I was just
What is this? A fake Roger Rabbit? I mean,
Mr.
Mr.
Dress
What's
Up.
this?
This
it's
is
Sarah
Mr. This is
Dress
Mr.
Oh,
Dress Up.
Mr. Dress Up.
It was the official trailer.
Here you are. You're here
That
and
was
we're
kinda
here.
like your version
I've
of
got a
Mr.
good bat
Rogers.
costume here to show you.
Didn't matter what race you were, what color you were, what religion
Oh,
you
this
were,
is a
what
trailer.
language you spoke. You watched Mr. Dress Up.
Ernie Coombs, Mr. Jessup. I mean, he was just so kind and gentle.
Ernie never forgot a child within him, and that informs everything that he does with
Aw.
children.
When you tell people that Fred Rogers and Ernie Coombs came to Canada together, most people don't even realize that they were very close friends.
Oh, wow.
4,000 episodes, 30 years.
Oh, wow.
There are not that many shows that last that long.
No,
Tell
there's
us
not.
what the secret is to 30 years on the air.
I'm a child at heart. It's all doing things that I always liked to do when I was a kid.
The tickle trunk was this magical, like Pandora's box.
As soon as you open that lid, something was going to happen, something magical.
I'm Tugboat Captain Dress Up. Is he going to be a wizard? Oh no, he's a dinosaur. The endless possibility
Serena, I
of
didn't
that.
skip it. I just haven't gotten to it.
Judith was able to make Casey come completely alive.
I didn't know if Casey was a boy or a girl.
Way ahead of its time. Not a little bit, a way ahead of its time.
Looking back on it now, I wonder how on earth did I manage to do it for so long? And then how on
30
earth
years.
have I managed to survive so long after I finished?
Having been Mr. Dress Up for 20 years has probably made me a better person.
You assume that he comes home and kicks off his Mr. Dress Up shoes and becomes a different person when he's at home. And that just simply didn't happen.
The kids tease me a lot because I laugh at his jokes.
That's why I married you, because you're such a great
I'm a
audience.
good audience.
Of course, when Sesame Street came
Anyway, I'll have to finish watching that later.
Serena, this is a whole nother
I didn't know that there was a.
Yeah. Serena, that's why I just
Which one?
went on this about if we knew, because she was saying I skipped it. I didn't. I was going to come back to
Oh,
it because
if
it's
you-
a different
if a
conversation
famous-
than what we were, talking about. Do you have any famous
Doing-
person in your family? I don't know of. I have a half sister, and they were related to Martin Johnson Heed. Their family, her father. But I don't know if I do, and I'm afraid to do any of those, genetic.
Definitely afraid
Yeah.
of those genealogy things.
Mhm. Yeah,
No. Mm-mm.
yeah, and some people
Um,
too, like Mike said, might not want to give that info out because they can be a target.
Mm-hmm. So I'll
The
show you
Boogaloos.
one person
What?
who is.
I don't remember
Boogaloos.
that one. I get
Boogaloo?
well. That's like
Boogaloo.
Alice in Wonderland. They said that was trippy, like an LSD trip that developed from Boogaloos. I've never heard of that.
So this is a person that I'm related to that's famous.
Hold on, I'm not on the page. I want to see. Who is
Oh,
that?
HR Puffin stuff. What about that one? Share this. Oh, stop this one here. See if I can get this one to come up. And can I make it bigger so that you can actually? Nope, I cannot make it bigger. Share this tab instead. Anybody know HR Puffin stuff? So this is my cousin.
I've heard of it. Who is your cousin? Like, what? He's obviously a tennis player. Is it Canadian or?
Oops, I'm here. I'm share this tab instead. Sorry. No, he lives. He lives in
Nationwide.
Jacksonville.
Shut up. You need to call him up and let him, go stay with your cousin. So I can go
I've
visit.
stayed at his house.
That's awesome.
His holiday house or whatever. He came second in Wimbledon.
Wow. I don't follow tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Me either.
I don't follow tennis either, but yeah. So that's and he's
Oops,
also.
I can't get it
Also,
to shut up. I can't. I'm sorry. It's not pausing or anything. Something's glitchy with my either YouTube's glitchy or it's my
There we go. Share this tab
Mac.
instead. So that's Jen, his wife.
Oh, pretty couple.
So that's my
Handsome
cousin. So
couple.
that is someone kind of famous.
Yeah, that's cool. Good looking couple
Mm.
too. Good looking man and woman. Ooh. Okay.
Mhm.
Got the Boogaloos. It's different. Is it? They had an English. It was an English version, Mike.
Cool.
What is this?
This was pretty, so this is the one I chose. The
is-
background.
Poor Sparky, he feels so left out. He's really down in the dumps.
Poor Sparky.
Well, can't you sing with us just this once?
Every time we let him, he gets so nervous he blows it. Yeah, he can never remember the words. If only there was some
British.
Yes.
Bob's your uncle. I got an idea. What is it? Look, I heard
Bob's your uncle. Say, Bob's your uncle. We don't say that in America. That's so.
I
cute.
do.
Yeah, I know you do because you're.
But I
Don't-
always say Bob's your uncle, but really is because I'll just but he's really the kid's grandpa. But mhm.
What is that saying though? Bob's your
No,
uncle.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna have to say that Yo Gabba Gabba writers and producers were on some shrooms or something.
I used to
That
watch
show
those.
was not just for kids, and it shouldn't have been for kids.
Oh, Bugaloos. That makes sense
God,
with what
it
I
was
just
bad.
put up. Bugaloos.
Mm.
Sorry. You wrote it as one word.
Well, I would have said Boogaloos.
Yeah, as one
I
word.
said Boogaloos because
Yeah.
it was familiar, but then I said Bugaloos. My son used to watch Wow Wow Wubbsy. That was his show.
Yeah, my
And the
girls love it.
Shreks. Yeah. I told him he used to. Oh my goodness, I'd never forget. Oh man.
We had the big did you guys have the big comfy couch?
Yep.
I might have. Yes,
Yes,
you did.
I loved that one. It was so cute. Yeah.
Yeah, with
My mom-
Luna the clown or whatever. Yes, and
Yeah.
my favorite was when the dust bunnies would come out, and my kids would always come and call me mom because I loved the dust bunnies. That was I enjoyed that segment.
Right.
You know.
Hmm.
And my mom actually bought Hannah a little comfy couch and Luna,
Ooh,
like a stuffed Luna. He's your friend when
HR
things-
Puffin stuff. HR Puffin stuff. He's your friend when things get rough. What does that
Right.
tell you?
Wait a minute.
That's cool, Duncan. I know. Puffin stuff. He's your friend when things. It sounds like he's a gangster, like on the little something something. Mr. Puff and Stuff. Rough you up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay for your nickel bag in time. I'm sorry that came out. That was an inside thing. Should have stayed inside my brain. Oh, that one's American. Okay. Oh, they were fake? Get out of here. They did fake British
Oh
accent.
wow.
I remember
No,
Fraggle
Mike.
Rock. Yep. Hey,
Yes,
Andy.
yes, Fraggle Rock.
I was thinking of you today, how I need to pop in. I'm wondering how you were doing. You and Billy, too. Look, Gabba Gabba is trippy. I never watched the Gabba Gabba. We had, when Hannah was little, it was like Winnie the Pooh, the one that I mentioned with the songs, the Baby Mozart when she was little, all those. It had to be clean. Like whatever we watched, I was really sensitive if it had any kind of like sexual innuendos or seemed like, or if the kids, like, we did not watch Rugrats. I'm like, oh no, she'll repeat some of those behaviors, and I don't want any of those behaviors in my child. And
I didn't do the Care Bears, and I didn't do that
Yeah,
other
me-
one where they were these kind of 5 alien things.
Oh, the Teletubbies. Yeah, we didn't do
yeah.
that. That was kind of, she was older by then. We did the Care Bears for just a little bit, but I always felt like, that's a little weird. I don't know about them. It's just they
So
were
the littlest pet shop, my kids still, to this day, as old as they are, still collect those little toys.
Yeah. Watched that too when I was younger.
I love the Flintstones.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Yep.
I have it on DVD too. When JJ was little, I bought that.
Mhm.
You're the collector. You
Oh,
collect
yeah.
I
seeds,
love
you collect,
movies.
and you
Yeah.
collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those aren't movies. Those are sitcoms or they're cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're ageless.
But
Rugrats, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did watch
exactly.
Scooby-Doo.
I think it was more adult, just like SpongeBob. SpongeBob was like, I would watch that show and think like, I don't know if this is really for my daughter, but she was older by then. Yeah, I watched Scooby-Doo. Did you hear that mystery van and that group supposedly were real people? That's another like rabbit hole that's on YouTube
Really?
based on real people, based on, I don't know if they were Marxists or something.
mm,
Yeah, back in the 60s, who knows? My youngest didn't like cartoons when she was little. Instead, she wanted to watch Bob Ross. Oh, bless her.
is that the painter?
Yes. Well, because he's so
The little
calming.
cloud right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
The happy little
Look, the
cloud.
bird. You
Yes,
see the
little
bird?
happy trees. Happy trees.
Mm.
That's, I think, was, yeah.
This is a happy little mistake.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The
Oh
He-Man.
man, that was a good one.
Yep. Watched He-Man too. Tinky Winky.
Definitely watch that.
Tinky Winky.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those were the Teletubbies.
Hey, Gear. I missed
They
Gear
did
coming
have-
in.
They did have a pretty good intro. I did kind of like their house, like that they had like the little underground house, like the Shire, but the rest of it is weird. Yeah, I never watched Pac-Man as a cartoon. I played it.
I didn't like it when I watched it.
No, it was not good, was it?
No, it was like 3D-ish, and it didn't have like that kid feel to it or something like that. I
Yes,
couldn't
there's
remember,
just
but I was
some
like,
stuff
eh.
that shouldn't be. Yeah, it should just stay in the gaming realm.
Yeah, we did watch Barney.
I found him so annoying, but he really was a good example of how to articulate and speech and social skills. But
Mhm.
just too weird for me.
Yep.
Like, what's a big old purple dinosaur doing at school?
Mm-hmm.
Like with other dinosaurs coming in.
Telling folks he loved him. What?
Yeah. Oh, Grape Ape. Yes, I remember Grape Ape.
Yes, I do.
I don't.
I used to watch Pinwheel. Don't remember that one. Today's Special, and You Can't Do That on Television on Nickelodeon. Yeah, we didn't watch a lot of Nickelodeon when it came out.
My kids
No, we
watched
ain't had no
Today's
cable.
Special.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, Bananas in Pajamas. And I loved The Bear in the Big Blue House. I loved the way he talked. That actor had such a nice, like, voice.
Mm.
Bananas in Pajamas, is that a show?
Yes, and they're bananas in pajamas. They had striped pajamas, and they were striped pajamas, and they were bananas.
Oh.
Bananas. Bananas.
Bananas.
Pajamas.
Hong Kong Phooey. I kind of remember that name.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, Alf. Oh my.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Alf is out. He's the one eating cats. Yes, that's what he ate. Do you remember that? They would always try to like keep him away from cats.
From the cats. Yeah. I don't think I let the
I
kids
know
do
it came
Alf.
out of here. I should have kept it in there. Sorry.
Captain Caveman! Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I do love that too, Indy, that her kid wanted to watch Bob Ross. I like the kids game comp. Yeah, I did like that part of Nick with the kids competitions, but I don't know. The slime thing, I felt bad for the kids who got slimed.
Oh, Zoom. I loved Zoom when I was like 12, 11,
Don't
9,
say
10,
that, Garden
11.
Warrior. Take that off. That's not, we don't want that in here.
I don't know nothing about the Zoom. Yeah.
You don't know Zoom?
Mm-mm. That must
Gotta
be some
zoom,
Canadian
zoom.
stuff.
No, it was in Boston, and I wanted to one day go to
Yeah,
Boston
Recess was good.
and apply to be on the Zoom TV show.
Oh, he did. Yeah. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I remember that now. When you mentioned Alf. But Alf, like, that was too, like, one that was really more for kind of adults. It was like more family, older kid family stuff.
What was the
House and-
little creatures that had the little pointy ears?
The movie one? Wasn't that a movie?
No, it was a cartoon. They had little pointy ears. Not Fraggle Rock, but they was cartoonish. And they had like pointy ears. Y'all know in the chat?
It isn't. Yep, I remember all those, Serena. We watched them too. I know when I said it, she's like, you did not actually say that out of your mouth, Carol. Mighty Mouse.
Yes.
I love
I was
Mighty
just
Mouse.
here to say today. Yeah, I remember.
Thank you. I
remember-
was wondering, Gardening Warrior. Thank you. Yeah.
I remember when the writers,
Darkwing Duck.
yeah,
Arthur. Yeah.
Here's Zoom.
Arthur. Thank you, Gardening Warrior. Oh yeah, I think I kind of remember that.
And they spoke Ubby Dubby, and I learned how to speak Ubby Dubby.
Uppish. Yeah.
I'm Nina. I'm Kenny.
These people look like famous people.
Right? I wonder if they that's what I was thinking. I wonder if they are. Also, I wonder how many of them are not alive anymore from child star curse.
But it was local, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Right. True. Smurfs, yep. Gentle Ben sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, it does sound familiar.
I used to love this song. Now that you played it, I completely forgot about Zoom.
Yeah, I heard the song maybe once.
Are we going to get hit with a copyright?
Maybe.
It's worth it.
It's worth
It's
it.
happiness. It's happiness.
Oh yeah, it affects you, but you can just take it out.
Okay.
Oh, Tailspin. What did you just say? You could take it
Yeah.
out.
There we go.
Darkwing Duck. No, when we edit it, so they won't like, yeah, they'll give
When
you
you
copyright.
edit
So,
a live,
yeah, they'll let you know it has.
Yeah, like in the back end, and they'll say, do you want to just delete that segment out
Mhm.
and put a different song in, or just delete it completely? And yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
oh,
Animaniacs. Yeah, you're so.
I bought
young.
it. I sent my mama a copy too. Yeah,
You bought
Animaniacs.
Okay.
Yeah, Broke was talking about it on his live one day, and I went straight to Amazon. I was like, "Look," and I
That's
called my mama. I was like, "Hey, mama, you remember this show? It's just a song that doesn't end." She was like, "I think so, baby." I was like, "You want it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "I'm gonna send it to you."
Oh, sweet.
They only had like 5 copies, so I bought me one, sent her one. Yeah.
Aw.
I remember Tailspin too. Somebody had put Tailspin on there.
I remember when the writers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoons wrote, they brought out gargoyles. So the
remember
idea was about the same. You know, you had April, who was the reporter for, best friend to the turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, gargoyles was kind of the same way, but these creatures could come out, only when somebody needed help.
Mm.
So they would spend most of their time as gargoyles on a building. I think it was
kind of
kind of
remember
loosely,
that. Yeah, we didn't watch
loosely
that.
the city was like loosely based on Gotham.
Yes.
Oh,
Or New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
do
remember it. Yes, I do remember it.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
can forget
was.
the old Caillou. The new Caillou is nicer. The old Caillou was a little brat. He was another one that I didn't like watching. He was always whining about something.
Yeah.
The old Caillou. The newer one is nicer. And he's more well behaved. but like some of those older Cailloux, he's like whining and upset about something all the time. Like, no. Mm-mm. They now have channels devoted to certain shows that no longer air, such as, yeah, I've seen that. The Carol Burnett Show, Dick Van Dyke, Conan O'Brien, Murder, She Wrote, The Little Rascals, and Midsummer Murders. I don't remember that last one, but I remember the rest. Oh.
Yeah, my mom still watches Murder, She Wrote when we're there. That's part of our routine in our day.
Yeah. I like the girl Animaniac. Oh my goodness. Isn't that funny? Song that doesn't end. Sounds like.
Okay, maybe I said the song wrong. Yeah, maybe I did.
It's on that from Lamb Chops. This
Now
is
I
the
wanna
song
think of
that
what's-
never ends, and it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, but they'll continue singing it forever, just because this is the song that never ends.
Let's go. What's the one for Animaniacs now?
No, you better. Well, someone will have to go look that up.
I also used to watch Frag Rock. Yep. I have the first 2 seasons on DVD. Yep. That was to love.
Well, you know, it
Animaniacs.
actually had a very close melody
Yep.
to what
Chris-
Diva just sang.
Sorry, my ears are starting to bother me. Grizzly Adams, I remember. Yep.
The deal with the Animaniacs theme song, they kept changing it. So, almost every episode that they put out, there would be like a line changed in the song.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Animaniacs, we got baloney in our sacks or sacks. Oh my God, slacks. Jeez.
I don't want to hear about your baloney and your slacks.
Right.
That's just not right.
Well,
Pause,
Animaniacs-
Barry. Pause.
I'm just going to say Animaniacs was made for kids and adults.
And adults.
Because there were some undertones that only adults would catch
Yeah.
onto. But I'm eating this soup, this taco soup. and,
Oh, okay.
'cause
Barry's eating soup. That's why he's
I
not
put it up
showing his
too long.
face.
Sheep.
Wacko packs away the snacks.
Ow. Yeah.
Whoa, really? We're the Animaniacs, so they would change it too. Hey, CR.
Hey, CR.
And those are the best.
Oh, looks like GT's found something and he's remembering.
Yeah,
the
I know he's
song.
jamming. Are you jamming to Animaniac?
Yes, I just heard. It was nothing like lamb chops, but I just found it on here. Oh snap! I did it again.
Yeah, I watched some
That
of
was
the
pretty
English shows. I wouldn't know the name of it though, Serena. So maybe I've seen it. I've watched some of them. I just don't. My memory. I don't have a good memory. I used to watch Mickey Mouse Club. Yep. DTV, Donald Duck, and Masterpiece Theater on the Disney Channel. Yep. Yep. His little head's bopping. As well. We noticed that too. Is it harder to share on the phone? I can see if I can get the Animaniac song.
It had Bill Clinton on there.
Yeah, that's
I
what he was
forgot.
just singing. He was they put it in part of the song.
The saxophone, yeah.
That's wild. That's one thing. Oh, I won't say it. Never mind. I'll keep that in my head. There we go. Let me see. Oh, wow. Hold up. All right. Do.
Chippendale.
Hold on. Wait a minute, I almost left because I hit the wrong button.
Oops.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
DuckTales.
I said no, I didn't want to leave, and it still closed it.
Darkwing Duck.
Definitely DuckTales.
My computer's being
Definitely
weird.
Darkwing Duck.
Hold on. Let me go back and see if I can grab it again. Done. Why did it do that? Now it's got an ad on it. Number one, we can't skip. Okay. Got it set up again. Doo-doo. One moment, please. We're having technical difficulties. Or I should say, no, I don't want to leave. Cancel. Don't kick me out. What is up with you? My computer is being so weird tonight. All right.
Maniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax. You'll laugh till you collapse. We're Animaniacs. From John the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sister Dot.
All right. That was 15 seconds. I tried. Thank you.
I don't know that I ever seen that one.
What was the one where it was Goofy and his son Max? I can't think of the name of the cartoon. Like, I wasn't really crazy about it.
Oh, interesting. Hold on. My bad. Loves her lamb chop stuff. Animal. Oh, yeah. Remember that lady was so gentle too. I do miss that about the 70s. A lot of the stuff for the kids, like as far as the people on like that, they were really gentle. Like Mr. Rogers. What was that one with the captain? It was like way back, like 70s, early, even 60s. Captain something.
Captain Kangaroo?
Mr.
Yes.
Kangaroo.
Captain Kangaroo. It was Captain Kangaroo. And he was really gentle, just, I don't know, just different. Now everything seems so loud and out there at you.
And it's
They
so
be sending subliminals.
Yeah, and subliminal. And then the stuff that they sneak in for the parents, but the kids are still hearing.
Yeah, like that the one with the green
Wow.
I don't know, he wasn't a monster. And or maybe
Shrek?
he was a monster. Yep, I was trying not to say it, but but yeah. That
Had a
one.
lot of sexual innuendos.
That had a lot of sexual innuendos in it. Like really out there in front of the kids.
Yeah. I know,
why
look
we
at
can't
his
say that
face. He's
word?
like, how many did I miss?
Oh, you can say it. I was just trying to not I was trying to be like code. You can say
What was
it. I
that
don't
one
care.
with the zoo animals did too? The one I can't think of that one either, and it had that. But it wasn't too bad. Like now when I watch it, I'm like, oh, okay, that one was actually kind of tame compared to what they've got out now.
What is it? And they always they have the lemurs,
Yes.
the king lemur.
That
But
one.
I can't think of
That one had stuff in it.
I like that
was
one.
a little, like, and then
After the
like when I
manifest-
watched it later, I'm like, it really didn't. I don't know why. Like, because I was reading things on it and I didn't preview it. I should have previewed it. I wonder if it is the StreamYard. I don't know. The Jetsons. Yeah, we were saying we've watched those. Oh, the Little Rascals. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Used to watch Different Strokes. Yep. I
Different
remember
Strokes.
that. The
Yes.
A-Team. Yep.
Yeah, I liked that one too. But you
Yep,
know, when
I
you hear the
Highway to Heaven.
later on, you hear that it was awful.
Mm.
Yeah.
That it was
That's right.
bad.
Highway to Heaven. I didn't.
Three's
really see
Company.
that. Yep, Three's Company.
I would watch Three's Company. Oh,
Yep.
I loved Little House on the
227.
Prairie.
Yeah, 227 sounds familiar, but I can't. My brain isn't bringing it up.
It's with Jackie.
Check it. Oh yeah.
Oh, and
That's
Sanford and Son.
The Jeffersons. What's happening? I have all of those series. I have
Do you? That's awesome.
yes. A Different World, Martin, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I have them all on DVD.
Wow.
I told my wife this was about, we had just started dating probably like a year. So about 10 years ago, she was, I was working on bass and they was going through some transition, so they laid me off. And I looked at my bills and I was like, oh, I'm gonna pay. This is my last time paying the cable bill. And no way. And I was like, I'm not paying. I don't even watch TV. And that was the last cable bill I ever paid for. I'm not. That was like $45, and no, I don't do it. I buy movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serena, it was a different time back then, but they make Archie Bunker look stupid for being racist. Like they always make that topic look like you're the idiot for believing that way. But yeah, some of the stuff is just not acceptable now that it was back in the day that they would say, yeah. But yeah, he was so bad. Archie Bunker was, oh my gosh. You wanted to kill him until his wife died suddenly, and then you saw him as a human being because he was crying and missing his wife. Yeah, I remember that. The Great Space Coaster a little bit, Mike. Yeah. I know some of those kids had, like, the shows had some pretty good songs for openers. Remember the 90s. Dr. Quinn, the Medicine Woman, Picket Fences, Touched by an Angel, yep. Seventh Heaven, Walker, Texas Rangers, yep. We would watch Touched by an Angel and Walker, Texas Rangers. Once in a while, Seventh Heaven, and now, like, oh, that's so gross. What's come out about the actor that played the dad and a pastor. I love Zaboomafoo. Oh, yeah, Zaboomafoo. I remember Zaboomafoo for my daughter. Fun. Yeah, they did. Exactly. It did.
Oh, and I loved Happy Days. Happy Days was great.
Yeah, the Golden Girls. We watched the Golden Girls when my brother passed. All like my mom and my sister and I would just watch the Golden Girls over and over. It just helped us through that time. Mel's Diner, kind of remember that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Quincy. My mom watched Quincy when it was a
Kids Pocket.
examiner.
Flow, yep. Now I've got like the moving on up to the big time.
To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
You got the voice. These are Perfect Strangers, like the show. Yeah, you can. You can use it as a teaching. Like we wouldn't say that today. Why wouldn't we say that? Yeah. But it wasn't as bad as they're making it sound. Because they put him in a bad light. It was made to show people what they look like. Exactly. It was made to show racist people that they look ridiculous and angry and just mean. I'm showing my age. Yeah, I didn't know that one. You don't want your kids learning certain words from their friends and thinking it's okay. Use them. No, I have an idea, and so does Mike, of what you're talking about, Serena. It's not like we're ignorant to what you're talking about. They can learn a lot worse by just listening to music. Turn on the radio. Wait, you're muted. But I hear you. Can't hear you, right? You're still muted. Yeah, you're not? Shoot, what's going on? Check
Yeah,
your
it doesn't
thing.
say he's muted.
We can't hear you. Is your connection okay? It's okay? No.
I muted them, then unmuted him. Nope. Nope.
Nothing. Nope.
Nope.
Dang it. Why is this happening with GT? It's that Android.
Wouldn't happen if you were on an iPhone. Just
Right.
saying.
iOS.
Just saying.
It does that though. It's StreamYard in some of these. I can't hear you.
Nope.
I know. Again, it's these streaming services. with the Android. With the Androids, there's something going on. Home Improvement, Step by Step, Full House, yep, Family Matters, Saved by the Bell, yep, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Boy Meets World were your shows. Yep, I remember Boy Meets World. I remember all those. I didn't watch.
Yeah,
Sabrina
we were
so
too old.
much.
You have to
Yeah, but
remember, Gear is like
oh no,
super
he's a
young.
baby. Yeah,
He's so
our
young
baby.
compared to us.
I remember the
Mm.
dinosaurs in the early 90s. Not the mama. I know he's muted. He's still muted. What the heck? It won't let me in. They chose to mute themselves, is what StreamYard is saying. No, it's StreamYard saying you did it.
Oh, StreamYard could pounce that.
StreamYard probably did it. It's just being like, I don't know, passive aggressive.
Doesn't have.
The reason they have
here.
How to read lips. Right? Me too. MASH, the TV show, not the paper game.
I liked MASH.
Yep. Grumpus, hi, you're back. Hold on, guys. I'm skipping a couple comments for a second. How
Hey,
you
Grumpus.
doing, man? We were praying for you.
Praying for you. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna peace out and try again? Maybe? Okay, go in and come back. Okay, go out and come back in. I said it to my wife a lot too, Nora. At the mama. Hold aside. Yeah, get him a whiteboard, please. So good to see you, Grumpus. So glad that you're on this side with us still. Might have to drop out and hop back in. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Some kids and teenagers in African American use a certain word that is racist if a white person says it. Yeah, I don't remember them using that word though. They didn't. No. Yeah. And they do that in the songs now. They do that in all the songs. That word is way too popular in culture. But yeah, I don't remember that Archie Bunker using that word even back then. But I have a bad memory. Maybe somebody else remembers that. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Vertical is good. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Much better than horizontal and 6 feet under. Exactly.
Hey, don't be eating that garbage. That's not good for you. It's full of nothing but garbage.
Not the Frosted Flakes. No. Not the Frosted Flakes.
But I will say, as a kid, I always wanted my mom to buy the little mini ones, but they were too
Yeah,
expensive.
the mini ones were good. And
Yeah.
you could actually use them as a bowl.
Yeah,
But I
that's what I
never
wanted.
did.
It's just,
Mm-hmm.
I think I did it once or twice.
Yeah,
Once
maybe
in a
once or
blue moon,
twice.
we'd get them.
It's funny. My mom would never buy the kids cereals or the sweet cereals, but she'd get Raisin Bran. Raisins were all rolled in sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And then give a kid bran. I was like, oh, Mom, I don't know why, but I have these gas pains.
Sugary cereals give me hellacious heartburn.
Is it your birthday, Mike? Happy birthday.
What? Happy birthday.
Do not tell me that you only eat that one bad thing every year. No, no, no. So bad for you. I don't eat any of that cereal. Well, I couldn't eat cereal. Like, it just does not agree with me in the milk. And let's bring him back in. Let's see.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I would have said no, just mess with them.
We can't. And then all of us go.
Yeah.
You can't hear us.
Oh,
we can't hear
man.
you. Mhm.
Hey,
Aw.
me and Maureen get by with that. We just turn our mixer
know.
down. It's so it doesn't show up as muted.
Well,
That's right.
Happy birthday, Mike.
That's just rude. It's not a dirty diva in the gang.
Dirty diva? That ain't right. No,
I'm
it's
not a
dirt
dirty
merch. Buy your dirt merch, not a dirt diva.
Not a dirty diva. Dirt diva.
How
It's
about
total.
you
It's
sell some
totally.
of that soil?
Yeah.
Right.
Sell us some of that amazing Canadian soil that you're growing all that awesome stuff in.
Well, I want some Texas soil is what I want.
Right. Oh,
All right, we are at 3:35. We will go for the next 25 minutes.
you will? Thank you.
Then we get 4 hours. Oh, quit your hollering over there and just come up here. Quit talking to me on Facebook.
Oh,
Sorry.
is he? I can't
Yes.
follow that when I'm on here.
Well, I've got 2 screens, so I always leave it up so that I can hear him, or so that I can see him.
I need another screen.
Yeah. Whatever, dirty diva. I told you, get up here.
Who that?
Come up, Robert.
Homestead
Robert.
Aquarius.
Oh.
We're not getting off yet.
He
You
really
get
liked.
25 more minutes.
He liked
Enough of that
dirty.
hiding in the bushes, son.
That's right.
Mhm.
He's older
Exactly.
than me. I'm calling him son.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just put it out here. GT is feeling the toxic femininity. And I said,
Yes.
Storms is here. I noticed that only happens to the men. It doesn't happen to Barry, I say. You got him all broke though. He's scared
Yep.
to talk. He knows what will happen. I said, rude. And I said, come up here and say that. And then he says, I'm howling over here because of the dirty diva.
I don't
So there,
I don't feel broken.
Anybody ever know how to get
my
rid of
lid.
like the reels that show sometimes, like when certain like things that you follow have gotten hacked and they have lovely pictures? Anybody know how to get rid of those without actually clicking on it?
Go into your if it has been
tricky.
clicked, start going
No, I
and-
didn't click it.
Mm,
It's just hanging out up in that banner area, where you can see all the reels, just their, thumbnails.
right.
Where at?
I'm just gonna-
On my Facebook. I just clicked over to look at messages.
Oh,
and,
on Facebook?
Yes, because they
I
have
don't
the
like
reel.
that part.
We have the shorts, and they should have like
gonna
an
have-
X button. I know I gotta get
It's
rid
like
of them.
I can't show nobody my Facebook because it shows at the top. I don't listen to people. I don't watch stories, but
Yeah.
they have those stories at the top,
No.
and I don't
but if
like it
you-
because some of that is. Ugh.
Yeah, the reels, if they get hacked, they put pictures up there that are just like inappropriate.
Very
so you
inappropriate.
actually have to go in and
Okay,
because
here's
my
reels.
mom, and because sometimes it'll be a whole bunch of different
Oh shoot!
um,
Sorry. Okay. I didn't go into that reel, but I went into general reels, and it started a whole nother Okay, never mind. We can do this later. You can tell me.
A whole another rabbit hole.
Whole nother
yeah, I had to go. It took a long time because they were all connected, and it would be really gross stuff. Like it would be
Yeah.
medical things.
Yes,
so
that's
somewhere,
what this is. It's like
so
some
somewhere in
abscess.
there, if you have looked at something, and like you said, it's somebody's come in and now your feed. Like I don't have any of that weird stuff in my. I've never had any weird.
They're hacked. That's what happens. Is like these accounts get hacked, and then they put up that picture as their reel, and they know like it'll stick there on people's pages. So it's like not necessarily that I'm watching bad stuff. It's that account got hacked, and it
just makes it look like you are.
Yes. Yeah. And then once you get one or two of them, then they just keep coming.
Yeah.
I
just can't remember how to.
I don't want them to serve me up the bot, basically.
Unfortunately, I think you actually have to go to there because you are
to go to the
following
account.
them.
Yeah, that's
You
what
have
I'll
to
do.
go
I'll look up
click them
their. I'll
on,
look up
and
their
you have to-
account.
and you have to unfollow them
Yes, I'll
and
look up
then
their
block
account.
them.
It's a shame because it's a Christian account. It's
Yeah,
not it.
there was a bunch of them,
Yeah.
And it was just like one after another, and then I'd refresh the page, and it would be clean for a moment, and then up would come the rest of the stuff. It was just awful.
How do I get out of here? Okay.
Happy birthday again, Mike.
You just unlike it, I guess.
Yeah, and then
unfollow. There, unfollow.
And you do need to block it.
Yeah, I can't. Hold on. I can't find the block for it. Just has okay. Yeah, unlike this page. Yeah, I did that. And then off. No, I don't want any other content. Man, they make it so complicated.
Why you gotta be so complicated?
Exactly. All right, let me update that and then let me see if I can do the blocking now. Hey, that was so gross.
Come here.
I don't know. Should I report it? I'm going to report it first.
Oh,
crap. Ugh. It clicked because you got to hover. Okay. Yeah, but I wasn't on it long, hopefully. What's your problem involving? No. Bullying, harassment, abuse, suicide? Nope. Violent. Selling, promoted, restricted? Nope.
I don't know. I usually just do
spam, fraud, whatever.
I say irrelevant.
Spam. I just put a spam.
Spam. Okay. Which it is. Here. I got to go back and see.
Spamming people's chat.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, we are. Well, yeah, we are saying farewell because it's so expensive. Last night, Carol did Evie Mux.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's got lots of bells and whistles, even on like just the free version. It was pretty nice. And Barry did Restream, and it's got a nice. The back end of it is pretty nice. We aren't going to do Streamlabs Talk Studio. That one is a no.
Yeah.
There is still something called Riverside that we're looking into.
But that one she said was more for what we were talking about before for
podcast.
Thank you. More geared towards. But Grumpus, I hated the icon for the free version up in the corner. The only thing I wished was that the side chat was larger in EV Mux, but I loved all the bells and whistles that it had.
Hey, Aid.
Pause, Aid. Hi, Aid, but pause. Yeah, minimal food chat.
I did restream, and I did it twice just to test it out, and it seems okay.
Yeah.
I'm still going to keep on playing with it, but it worked out pretty good for me. At first,
I
the
need to
stream was
post-
very, very little, but it seems cool.
And you said though EV Mux
say-
is difficult on your phone. GT, when you popped in, we had that trouble with EV Mux, but have you hosted on your phone with EV Mux yet?
No, I've never hosted with it, but I've been in multiple lives where people were using EV Mux, and I had a couple of complications, and then I upgraded and got this phone right here, and I had a little less problems with it, but it still
a little
presents
bit.
itself. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about these like streaming services and the Androids. I don't know why they're always having kind of issues with Android phones, because StreamYard even says that they do have that too. And for a while it was pretty bad. It's gotten better. Well, I'm glad to see that you like it too. The custom panel layout might help. Okay. Yeah, to get it, I don't know how to do it so it would just show but not be right over that guest in the corner. That might be one that you can do when you come back and you're feeling well. Grumpus is how to set that up on EV Mux. I'd come over and watch that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I can do it, but I'm not sure. That's what threw me a bit too, because it's got so much that I was like, "Ooh, there's just so much on my page." But I didn't like that the text box was only this big for the person who's running the live. Oh, that's on your list. Okay, good. Yay.
But it's because you're also on a small screen.
Yeah, I
right?
have a
Or is
13-inch screen, but no, it's also because you guys as guests had larger ones than I did. Because Shawnee sent me a screenshot of hers, and hers is just like StreamYard, but it's over here.
Right.
For me, mine is not. I have things all around it, so it's like if you look at your screen
right. I
right
think
now.
you showed a
Yeah,
video.
it's really small.
To.
I think I still have it on my phone.
Oh, well, this is interesting. Evie Mux has a lot of OBS features.
Yeah, I thought it did too, and I just can't do,
OBS.
figure out OBS.
Most of these streaming services can be used with OBS anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't figure out OBS. Sorry.
I don't
I'm
understand.
going to mute. I'm going to mute.
You're gonna
Just for that. I'm
you're
not
gonna
going to talk
go
to
and
you
eat?
anymore.
Oh my! We
Oh.
just ticked off our berry. That's not good.
I'm going to unmute you. So there.
That's right. We have
Talk
the
to the
power.
hammering. Talk to the
Well,
hammer.
let me see if I can make myself. All right, still layout. Oh, come on. I got to turn off my thing again. It always, oh no, I don't want my calendar open. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. I definitely need another screen. Hold on, guys. Just let me get the virtual background to none.
We could get one like off of Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, so there is my text box. It is from there to there. I can only see 3 at one time. That's it.
Right.
So that part I didn't like. And I think I need
No.
a new mouse. And I think I need a new mouse too. Whoops.
Right.
You and me both, Carol.
What? Oh, you need a new mouse too?
Yeah. It's been swatted off the table by, I don't know.
Oh, when I was doing my weekday lives, mine dropped off my table multiple times as I'm carrying the whole table in and out.
Yeah, this part doesn't work
Right.
anymore. The wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was using. That was
I also
hesitating.
don't like the little shortcut buttons on the side because
Oh, weird.
I keep bumping them.
Who even uses those?
I like
don't-
mine because it like it kind of
It was a
shows.
gift, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I bet
I
it.
want- I'm gonna go to Five Below and see if I can get a cool one. Okay, get your rest, Grumpus on Fire. I'm so glad you're
You
good.
take
doing
care.
good. Yes.
Stay
Take
blessed,
care.
Grumpus. I'm glad you're on the mend.
Yes.
Has anybody had any commercials in
No, ma'am.
the?
Oh, where they
Okay,
just
'cause
show up. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
But I'm on
Yeah.
this side. I'm on this side.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't see it, but it would show up. But I think because I didn't turn it on before, that was my other job to do.
Right.
Put it in a category and.
I use those buttons all the time. The side buttons on your mouse. I don't even know how to
Oh,
use
wow.
those. I don't have
I
them
would
on-
know.
Yeah, I don't have them on this one.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I definitely need a new mouse.
Mm-hmm.
With my scrolling
I just
feature.
I bought a new one, and it does have a whole this is all I
Mhm.
need. Little roller,
Click.
that's it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's all I need to.
Right left mouse button and the roller, and even the roller I actually don't think I use it.
Yeah, mine's
Or
not
maybe I use
working
it.
right now, so I definitely need a new one.
Oh yeah.
Careful what you wish for.
Hello there.
Careful
Well,
what you
hello
wish
there.
for. Why, hello.
Well, hello
Mr.
there.
Vienna Sausage Man.
Oh. Boo.
It's
The last day of StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
There's this nice Candyman part.
That's right. I'm gonna change my name to Man Parts.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna mute all us.
Oh, am I still? Is the echoing thing going on?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the toxic femininity thing. See, that's I can't come up here for this, you know. And it's hey,
Did you
this
feel all
could be
those
a good
smiles?
live stream. I don't know why I'm coming up here. I'm having a lot of fun over here, just on this side, laughing, and you know, I can't, and I can't say a whole lot. This is Dirty Diva after midnight, but I'm still going to be inappropriate for like 90% of what I would say up here. Right? Y'all done got me worked up. There's been too much good material up here tonight. Now I'm gonna mute.
All right, he's muted, so we can unmute.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is a song that doesn't end.
He's got his wieners in a can.
Pause.
Pause. And
Oh,
and it's
no.
quite the small can. Casings 55 came out with that. Bam. Yep.
Brutal.
No, we weren't waving creative redundancy.
No, that was a lot of slapping.
Yep, last max.
Slapping.
The coffee ain't working anymore.
Yeah, you look tired. We all look tired. I don't know about the
This is Diva's live, Serena. You keep addressing me like maybe I should move my.
No.
There,
Hey,
you're the host. Like,
Ho,
what the?
ho,
I'm just the innocent co-host. Barry's
Oh,
in charge now.
I'm your host now.
Talk to Barry. I'm sorry, Serena. I forgot about when people.
Yeah, I don't
recover,
remember
it's
what he
hard for
said.
you.
I don't remember what Homestead said.
Sometimes we don't want to repeat what Homestead says.
What? Excuse me. What do you? How fish to get out from here? I don't. You know, you bring me up here just to abuse me. You know what? What did Homestead say? What are you talking? I heard my name earlier too. Now this is hello Duncan and everybody else. The weird stuff here with this microphone situation, I'm gonna jump down, you know, because I can't. I'm not gonna. I put the earbuds in, and that'll fix it. But if I do the earbud things wrong, it's gonna mess me up anyhow. I did that one time successfully, and somehow didn't mess it up.
Don't make excuses.
I'm gonna jump down because it messes things up. Y'all got a good flow going up here, you know. All this femininity up here on the panel, especially with, you know, y'all keeping Barry from talking. You know, he's always up here quiet as a mouse. And GT, well, GT's going right along with it and everything, you know. So I'm just going to get out.
Rude.
Hey, I have to be rude. I have to be socially awkward or something on the last one, right? Just want to come up here, let y'all see the man parts, and I'm going to get down, and then y'all can go right back to your normally scheduled adult programming with Dirty Diva.
He's going to get down with his little man parts.
See, there's stuff I can say, you know, but it'd be inappropriate, and y'all don't want that. Y'all be like freaking out over there. So I'm gonna sign off. Hey, congratulations on being on YouTube all this time and all these successful live streams. And we wait to see how the new restream and everything goes. You know, thanks for having me up and risking your channel being taken down yet again. And Y'all be good. I'm gonna go back here and laugh and poke fun at y'all from behind. All right. So y'all be good. Bye, GT. I'm gonna take my man parts out of here. It won't be next to you. Won't freak you out. Bye.
So many
Why he
jokes.
had to say it like that?
I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know.
Pause.
Pause. I
So
tried to
many
keep up with
jokes
him,
going through
Serena.
my
I'm
head.
not good at listening and typing and trying to process it all at the same time. Remember,
just-
I'm on the spectrum too. You know, I have ADHD, so
He's just poking fun. He just was poking fun at us.
I was
That's
trying to
all.
keep him loop.
Poke.
I couldn't write out his name every single time, so I was just writing what he was saying or typing what he was saying.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he's enjoying. He listens to the live stream, and he's been laughing and enjoying himself. So he likes to poke fun at
He
us.
does
so.
love us, Serena. He does.
Yes, he
And
does.
and he was also
He's
talking
great.
about how he didn't want to put the earbuds in. That's where this came, because he was afraid they would mess things up, and that he's messing things up because of his phone. But we like having him. We wish the phone would cooperate. And again, he's an Android user. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know, buy my iPhone for me.
Am I going to buy you an iPhone?
You know why they
No,
created?
because
You know why they created two services like that, two operating systems, to divide us.
That's right. It is another way to divide us. Look, Mike's like, boo. We can't help it that
Yeah.
they did that. We don't
I
know
would
why.
love to buy you an iPhone, but I'm still paying off my
I don't
iPhone.
want an iPhone.
I had a little bit of money from when my mom passed. That's how I was able to get the iPhone. And I mean little bit, but I'm so afraid when I have to actually really upgrade the thing, like how I'm gonna pay for it.
Kiddies don't even use iPhones. do they?
Guess I'll sell gross foot pics, because yeah, you got those non-sexy 54-year-old feet now.
So I got a question for you. Why do you like the iPhone so much? iPhone users.
Just I liked it. Well, go ahead, Maureen. You can say it. You tell them why you like yours.
So when I moved over to iPhone, because we used Motorola, like, you know, that's the one that's very good for security and stuff like that. So my husband was like, yeah, we're
He's still
Motorola.
got one. They're also very
Yeah.
good for brain cancer, Barry. So be careful.
Oh, all of them are. But
But especially Motorola. That the art teacher before me and her husband worked for Motorola and died of brain cancer.
Maureen was speaking. Shh.
Okay.
And when I would travel and tour, I'd bring my whole laptop and everything with me. And I thought, I don't want to learn a new software, a new whatever. Plugged in my iPhone, and basically this became my computer. And it was just like simple, easy.
Yeah.
No, it was the functionality. And when my husband,
got
when
the
we were
ads.
both getting phones,
They're seeing
I
the
moved to the iPhone, and he was like, I'm going to get the Android. So he got the Android. He could not for the life of him figure it out, you know. And after, I don't know, about almost a year, I said, so do you think that wasn't a good decision? And he goes, yep, it wasn't a good decision, because there was too many steps. Like I could just go click open, and there, click open, you know, send an email, click send a text, where he would have to hold his, you know, eye closed, click 3 times, you know, honk an arm, and then he would be in whatever app that he needed to be in. It was a big learning curve for him, and you know, whichever one, I can't remember what he had. And to this day, it was still like, it was difficult to figure out. So that's why I like it. I'm not a big Mac user, but I do have a Mac, because I did learn how to use iMovie, and so that was it's a pretty good editing software. But it's like, I do like my desktop, like I like, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gear, that's the one that I last have. I think I don't know if I got the 14. I don't remember what number I have now.
I think I think
But
we both have 14.
yeah, I think both have 14s. But I am not looking forward to the cost of another one. That is one thing. They're pricey. They are
Yeah.
pricey. But for me, it's worth it because of the same thing Diva said, ease of use, and it's like having a computer in my hand that I can
Yep.
access just anything.
Yeah. And then when you do move to a new one, you basically just hold them together and you go, make everything look like the other one. And you take it out and it looks exactly the same. Photos, everything the same.
Yeah.
Why are you muted?
Why'd
Why are
you
you
mute yourself?
muted?
We're letting you talk.
No, but Barry's talking with it muted.
You guys are rude.
Wow.
I can do the same.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I like the design, I think, of the apps. I always found them larger too. Like an
Yes, I always buy the
easier.
big giant one.
Yeah, I have fat fingers and I always found Android like I would hit it, like it was just overly sensitive to me. And the apps were small, so I wouldn't hit the right app and it would get aggravating. But no, they're
I
both
love
fine.
my Android because I have removable storage.
Yeah,
That
that's
is the
great.
biggest
That
thing
part.
that I love.
Sorry,
I
I
have
forgot my
1
camera's on.
terabyte
That's okay.
of external storage. I just take the little SD card out, put it in this other little thing, and I can transfer it anywhere. And I have a back button. Y'all don't have a back button, right?
Back button. Like
The
on a computer. What do you mean? Like on a computer back button?
Like you
Like
push the
what?
back button, it'll go back to the previous screen.
yeah.
Yeah, but we just open it. Like we tap it and it opens all the screens we have open. And we
Yeah,
can
we have the
Yeah.
3 dots. We have the 3
Yeah.
dots too, or the 3 lines.
Also, I can access all my files from my computer through
Let
my
me see if I can do it.
my
I can
Android
do
anywhere
I can
in.
No, we just push it up. It's not 3 dots. You just push it up. Oh, hold on. I pushed too hard. Push it up and it opens all the screens and you can choose what you want. You just go whoops
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, and
we
you
do that
can
too.
go back and whatever.
I don't know how
But
to do that.
it
I just do
was
that.
like, I'm not saying that, an iPhone is better. An iPhone is better for me just because I needed super
There you go.
simple that
Finally,
look
somebody said it
that would
for
be
you.
just like my computer. Yeah,
Well,
no,
yeah.
I
The Droid
like
works
if you
great for me.
yeah.
I had an iPhone and I just didn't care for it. That
Yeah.
was just me.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah.
get into the whole. I'd tease
Yeah, it's
about it. But I
personal.
don't get into
Yeah.
the
It's a
whole
joke.
thing.
It's a personal choice. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's a iPhone.
what's this Joker doing up
Yeah,
here?
that's my work phone. I have a work phone. This is my
Yeah.
personal phone. But
You
I
know,
use
that's
my little. This is for work.
So
This is
wait
the
a
one.
minute.
my internet provider.
This is what they gave me, so I couldn't be
Right.
choosy unless I wanted to use my phone to put
The
my
text
notes
the
on.
the techs that came out to fix my internet, they have iPhones, but they're issued by the company. If he
Yeah.
quits, he has to turn his phone in.
Oh yeah, that's my husband too. But they gave them
His
Androids.
personal phone is a Droid because he said I can't afford anything else. But
I have well, what happened with my phone is I had the Note 9 and it started glitching and I paid what's the insurance on my phone. So I gave them $250 and they gave me the Note Ultra 20, this right here. But this is the last phone that I actually can get because of the removable storage.
Right, because after that they don't have that, right?
No, but I also have a pen too. So like if I want to make adjustments or put notes on something, I just pop out the pen on my phone and I can scribble, make notes, send notes and stuff like that. So I really do love this note.
Oh my gosh, you've got a fourth one while we're running already? Wow.
Oh.
So what is it? You can turn it on to have them during the lives or not?
It'll just pop up and people can click off and then it'll just come right back in.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I mean, you can't control how many they have. You can just turn it on or
no,
off.
you can turn it on and off, but you can adjust it to be like a few less or
Yeah.
whatever. So, but I make a little bit more money this way. So thank you for putting up with those little bits of ads. But
Yeah.
we are at the 4-hour mark, and so I must
Thank
say
you.
good night to all of you.
Yep.
Thank you so much. The whatever streaming services that we're going to be using,
Yeah.
you'll see the link and you guys will just
Exactly.
come up, but it's whatever we can manage from this end of it but we do appreciate you supporting our channels and hanging out with us. And if you do have some ideas for the Vlogmas, because I would like some inspiration of like, hey Maureen, why don't you do this, or hey Maureen, this is a great
Yeah.
I'd love to have some ideas because it's like if I did 25, I'd have to come up with 25 ideas.
Yeah. Ideas
25
of what you guys want to see, because
Mhm.
you're the ones hanging out with us.
Yeah. Like, do you want to see, pictures of, videos of Heroes Ugly Feet? I don't know. Maybe.
No, that's only for desperation.
Over
Not on here. I would have to open something totally different for that. And right now, oh my gosh, no.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no,
thank you
I've
so
been
much, Carol, my co-host, and for Storms for being
you.
here, and GT, of course, and J3GS, and of course, Homestead Aquarius for popping in for a moment. We always love it when you do come up, sir. So I was trying to poke the bear, trying to make you come up and hang out with us. And of course, Cece and Laura. And anyway, and to all of you, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And
Oh, girl, that was still here. Bless you. Thanks for all the bush people in the bushes. We appreciate the live.
And if you are watching this stream, after it's been posted, I apologize. Take care. 5 years ago, I wanted nothing to do with gardening. 2 years ago, I posted my first YouTube video about it.
Well, welcome to my channel, Maureen M. Washington.
I started this channel to show my mom what I was learning as she couldn't travel to visit me anymore. It also became a way to document my crazy farming life and leave a legacy for my grandbabies, and hopefully earn a living as a content creator. Then you stepped in and opened the door for me to create videos to teach gardening and homesteading in a fun, relatable way. I've had so many of you say, after watching your videos, I started growing lettuce, or we bought chickens. I guess you realized if a jazz and blues singer with no experience can grow 1,500 pounds of food in a year, then maybe you could grow a pot of lettuce too. So thank you for being a part of this journey, helping me grow both my channel and myself. And now I've added another reason to keep creating, to encourage and teach people how to grow their own food. Well, so far, I've made 524 videos. Wow. And it's been a wild ride of learning, from veggies to fruit trees, chickens and sourdough bread, to cheese making and even building structures. These are things I never imagined I'd be doing. I've loved sharing both the successes and the failures, and I'm so glad that you've laughed along with me as I continue to grow. Connecting with you through comments and social media has been amazing, and so many of you have become dear friends along the way. And now as a YouTube partner, I can offer memberships. What are memberships? They are a way for you to support my channel through monthly payments, and you get some pretty cool perks in return. Tier 1, Sprouting Diva, it's 99 cents. You get loyalty badges and custom emojis, photos and status updates, and things that you can be posting when I do a live. Tier 2 is a Blooming Diva. That one's $8.99. And you get everything from Tier 1, but you also get early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and monthly members only live streams. Tier 3, Rooted Diva, $14.99. Everything from Tier 1 and Tier 2, but you get priority replies to your comments, members only polls, and discounts on all my merchandise. Now, there's no obligation to join. This is just for those of you who would like to support my channel financially. I'll still be creating videos to help as many people as possible grow their own food and become more self-sufficient. So thank you so much for being a part of this Diva in the Dirt community. Chickens! Chickens!
Chickens! Come on, Daddy.